Hey, stop!
Don't reload it. Just forget about it.
Why don't you go back to Canada, you Jew bastard?
See you later, Ralph Nader.
It kind of fits right in.
You messed the whole election up. See you later, Ralph Nader. You messed the whole election up. Go buy yourself a new suit, man.
Are you complaining again?
Drop dead, you stupid smart.
Not out loud.
You got
Out loud?
your name on the ballot, and you never had a chance. You put your name on the ballot, no way you ever had a chance. With bills on you, and the handout in your hand.
Corporate's in the building, look out.
Thanks to you, the right-wingers, stole the election fair and square.
I'm not trying to say they're afraid of engineering,
And
but
now the Nazi right-wingers
they're afraid of their own channel is what
stole
it is.
the election fair and square.
Everything in here is screwed up.
Nobody votes for a guy who tries a 65 for mayor. See you later, Ralph Nader. You messed the whole election up. See you later, Ralph Nader. You messed the whole election up. Go buy yourself a new suit, man, and drop dead, you stupid smart. See you later, Ralph Nader. Drive a safe at any speed. Don't drive your Corvette into a tree.
Absolutely.
Oh! Wow, this place is unbelievable.
Unbelievable.
That's what I just said. It is just amazing. How is it possible that I have a better radio studio in my apartment in Toronto than here in WQAM in Miami? How is that possible?
Easy.
Oh, boy, this is a toilet. Hey, by the way, thanks, engineering, for that neat new TV we got up here. Not. Oh, well, bada-beep, bada-boop, bada-bop, and this, the frister and the fuster and all this other crap. You know, it's just double talk. That's what you get. Georgia's speakers in there are all screwed up. We're here like Snap, Crackle, and Pop, which ought to really be good today, that we got all the rain and all the...
Yeah.
It kind of fits in with the ambiance
It
of the
sounds
whole
like
thing.
rain.
Yeah.
Thunder and lightning.
Well, maybe it is. Maybe it's the rhythm of the rain.
The one that is working. Halfway.
And you're complaining too much,
I'm
okay?
sorry.
Too much. Cut it out. Anyway, boy, we got a lot of stuff going on here. Man, Howard Stern, what a hole he turns out to be, you know? What a jerk. He thinks the whole world revolves around him.
It doesn't?
Oh.
Clone?
Anyway, here's our poll result from yesterday. And we're going to do this. I had a great idea because it'll eliminate my having to come up with some great new poll idea every day because there's too much pressure and stress with this studio and all the crap going on here. We just aren't capable of doing that. At least I'm not. And you sure as hell aren't. I've seen your poll. Anyway, which of these do you care about least? Get it right. Golf. How many votes did we have? 1902. Not too bad. That was a great year. Golf, 545. Religion, 464. This thing don't sound worth a crap in here either. Religion, 464. Gave it a good battle. But golf, number one. Numero uno. They don't care about golf, which I say it says a lot of good things about our passive audience out there. Not the ones that call in because they're another breed. Religion, 464. Howard Stern, 322. So evidently there are some people who don't think the world revolves around Howie, and freedom of speech is more than just about him. Wait till I get to that. Those two stories back to back. The one where suddenly he and Robin are saying, oh, well, now we want everybody to work with us, and it's not just about us, it's about the whole industry and all this other crap. And then come to find out, well, guess what? He's going to, go back and out everybody else in the business and put stuff on his website to show that everybody else, all the clones of him, are filthy and disgusting, and they ought to be fined, too. As in...
Oh, we're fine.
Right. So, it all revolves around Howard with this $30 million a year. Poor baby. Hockey, 317. They don't care about hockey. How about those Maple Leafs, huh? I have no idea how they did that. Eddie, he did it. He's pretty steady. The Marlins, 119. See the big drop-off there? They love the Marlins, and especially those rings. I didn't know. How did I miss it? I read both fish wrappers Sunday morning, but somehow I missed the deal about the rings. They had almost riots out there.
Right.
I heard Mad Dog talking about that going home yesterday.
Well, they're valuable.
Over the free rings. You think that maybe some of them might have thought they were getting a ring? That might have been it. Yeah.
Brass ring.
The brass ring. Grab out of that brass ring. Oh, you can't say brass without ass. But at any rate, there were some asses out there, no question about it, because they just, somebody set a car on fire, and they were like,
Really?
all kinds of crap going on
that.
out there at PP Park because we want our free ring. See, so all of this baloney that everybody's whipped up about the Marlins, to some extent that's true, but they're all whipped up about anything where there's something free being given away, even if it's worth just a few cents.
About 30, man.
30 cents. I mean, whatever.
Or 50.
No,
50.
forget about
50.
him. He's bad news. 30 cents. So they just carried on like a bunch of lunatics, as usual. See, I don't know. Maybe I'm just cynical, I guess.
Yes.
But I have to raise 4 eyebrows when I see this town getting all that whipped up, all that phony baloney enthusiasm, because it really doesn't exist. Anyway, let's see. The Marlins 119, the stock market 90. Stay out of that if you're smart. Politics 34, and sex 15 people who care least about sex.
Maybe they can't have any anymore.
That could be it. That could be part of our crowd.
Maybe there was a war wound.
Maybe those are 15 of that 100 people at Pompano Park in the lobby down there on Saturday night, screaming for their free programs. I'm online. I was first. I want it now. I want it now. No, seriously, you have never. I don't care where you have been or what you've seen. You have never seen anything like that.
I wound up at Pumpernicks by accident once.
No. You have never seen. I want to apologize again to my friend Toby at Pompano Park, even though I'm not part of that problem, but I just feel so bad for her, because she's such a sweetheart, and she has to put up with such, obnoxious, disgusting, old, smelly, smarmy cretins. What is that? What is it about? I don't know. There's plenty of old people in Toronto. They don't behave that way. You encounter them, you go out shopping, you're walking on the street, they're just like anybody else. You come here, and the old people are like, yeah,
It feeds on itself. They feed on each other.
Is that it? It's kind of like this place.
Yeah, they gum on each other.
It's kind of like our engineering department. It's like a disease. Let me just say this for Clarence and Muff. I don't care if they put a new TV in here or not. You can pump the audio up. In fact, put it on right now. There's Richard Benveniste.
Oh, I'm sorry.
You're on some pornographic channel, okay?
Probably.
Get the sensors going.
Come on the O channel.
Yeah, we'll get back on the CNN channel, okay?
What does that spell?
Interests.
Okay.
No, that's enough. I just wanted to make sure that we can handle that. So if there's like the world comes to an end today, or some horrible things happen, at least we're in touch. I realize it has nothing to do with ball games or sports, stuff like that, but we'll do the best we can. So that was the poll yesterday. Here's today's poll. We'll get out of the way right off the bat. Oh, let me tell you before that, our girl of the day on the Beaded Curtain page is Kate Moss.
Very good.
Kate Moss. And I don't really think most people need to hear too much about Kate Moss. She was born January 16, 1974, which makes her about
30, man.
Yeah.
Right.
In Croydon, Surrey, England.
Really? I didn't know she was English.
Kate Moss?
No.
Get out.
I thought she was American.
Get out of town.
I thought she was American.
Are you crazy?
What do I know?
I know someone that could use a sandwich or two. Kate Moss, that skinny chick, the skinniest chick I know. Your future's bleak, that heroin chic, you got to lay off the blow. Kate Moss, that skinny chick, we want to know what's the deal. To close the trap when you're in rehab, you're worse than Ally McBeal.
She's unmarried. She's, 33, 23, 35, or in centimeters, 84, 58, 89. That sounds like some of the people in our sales department, fat boy. Let's see. She's ads for Calvin Klein, Obsession, 1, 2, 3, Dolce Gabbana, Gianni Versace, all this other stuff. We know who Kate Moss is. If you've been hiding under a tree, under a rock, then you don't know who that is. But don't forget, a rolling rock gathers no moss.
Right. She went with Johnny Depp for a while.
Oh, Johnny Depp, who there's a kind of boring thing in the paper. One of the fish rappers this morning about Johnny Depp, who says that when he was here in South Florida growing up, that he ate go home for a bologna sandwich, then go back out again, come back later for a few peanuts, go back out again. I don't know what that meant.
That he's weird? That he's strange?
No, he said the first time he saw romaine lettuce, he freaked out because he didn't, because he just was kind of like a little hickster down here.
Oh, a sheltered child?
Yeah. Kind of that. As opposed to like a real sophisticated connoisseur now. I love Johnny Depp. You're not going to get me to knock Johnny
clever.
Depp.
He gave Kate Moss a diamond necklace once, gift wrapped in his butt.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, he just split up with whoever.
Whoever.
Not Kate Moss. Whoever he's been doing
I
lately.
ain't following his.
Oh. Anyway,
Thanks.
Back in the day, I could have said something about that. I know.
Pretend.
But I'm not.
Oh, that's funny
Well,
what you would have said there, yeah.
Anyway, here's today's poll. Which of these people or things do you care about least? The war in Iraq. Oh, let's put Kate Moss on there, too. Now, you'll have to add that.
I'll add it.
Sure, we can put the...
I have the power.
And don't forget, folks, if you're over the age of 75 and you got 45 pieces of ID and 25 old farts who will vouch for you and give you a free program from Pompano Park, then you can go behind the beaded curtain very briefly and take a look at Kate Moss naked. Because we don't want no punks out there under the age of 55 looking at naked women. They might get aroused or confused or, I don't know, incensed. So there she is. Which of these people or things do you care about least? The war in Iraq, Rush Limbaugh, Al Franken, the Miami Dolphins, the Miami Heat, Ralph Nader, the Pope, gay marriage, or Kate Moss? Now, see, what I'm trying to do is make lists of things that are, like, not necessarily related. See what I'm saying? Like, one from column A, one from column B. It's what?
This is tough.
What? Oh, yeah, it's a tough choice. Which of these do you care about the least? I would say the Miami Heat.
That's what I chose.
Yeah. I mean, it's so ridiculous. When they were stinking the joint out, nobody wanted to talk about them at all. It's so typical of this town. And now, they're going to make the playoffs. They've been winning a bunch of games, and we're Heat intensive. They broke the attendance record the other night to see, what's his name? What's his name, that kid from Cleveland? LeBron James.
Okay.
I don't know. Some big, tall guy.
Right.
See, now, back in the day, I would have probably said Schwarzer. Which of these people are things? Look at that. We already got a few votes. Gay marriage, 5. Well, that's not worth talking about those yet. But there's the poll. There's Kate Moss, and we're off to a running start. Equipment sucks. Speakers we can't hear for crap. And you know what? I don't care.
Yeah.
I just don't care.
There's a song, right?
In fact, these guys keep asking, well, you're glad to be here? No, I'm not glad to be here. I'm not glad to see these people. I'm not glad to be here. I'm glad to see Duff. She's okay. But other than that, Clarence, I don't really want to see him ever again. I mean, it's not personal. It's just, partly. I just don't need to see him. He's just adds nothing to my life. Do you know what I'm saying? Does he add anything to your life?
Sports.
Yeah. 12 minutes after 10 already at 560 WQM. Victoria's Secret, by the way, next victim of all the censorship. We'll get to that. And we'll get to Howard's inane, all of that stuff. It's just really tragic. It's the last mortgage you'll ever need. It's the only one. Mortgage from Financial Group. The benefits, please listen, they're incredible. You pay 0 closing costs, 0 application fee, 0 credit bureau fee, even 0 discounted points. Get the new low interest rate at just 1.25%. If you have a $100,000 loan, your payments are just $334 a month. If you have a $200,000 loan, you pay just $668 a month. And don't forget, once you refinance or get a new home mortgage from Financial Group, you'll never, ever pay those nasty pain-in-the-ass closing costs again. So find out about it by making one easy call, 1-866-395-LEND. Get the low-rate mortgage you deserve, then move to your next property with no further cost or expense. You pay 0 underwriting fees, 0 doc fees, 0 closing costs, even when you move to another property. Get that new low financing rate of just 1.25%, the only one. Mortgage from Financial Group. Call 1-866-395-LEND. They're an equal housing lender. Restrictions apply. Rates subject to change monthly. 4.21 APR.
Live and local. This is Sports Radio 560 QAM.
My God, your breasts are beautiful.
I want to hear everybody join in now. They want to be the president, so they try to tell us that the other guy lies. Politics is a dirty thing. That's why there's all the mud-sling-a-ling, mud-sling-a-ling, mud-sling-a-ling. Election year, there's a mud-sling-a-ling. Oh, yeah. If the White House is where you want to live, better run some ads that are negative. And on the news in the evening, we'll watch reports on the mud-sling-a-ling, mud-sling-a-ling, mud-sling-a-ling. Election year, there's a mud-sling-a-ling. And when they have those dumb debates, they scream and yell and act irate. It's just like watching wrestling. You turn your back and it's a mud-sling-a-ling, mud-sling-a-ling, mud-sling-a-ling. Election year, there's a mud-sling-a-ling, mud-sling-a-ling, mud-sling-a-ling.
and listening.
10:18 at 560 WQM. Happy Tuesday to you. Boy, kind of another gray, nasty day. Tornado warnings and watches and rain. Man, it rained all night long.
Right, your fault.
Pouring and thundering and lightning and just like the end of the freaking world.
It's Florida.
Oh, I'm sorry, the end of the world.
Right, careful.
Oh, no, I guess freaking was better, because if you go like the end of the world, that could have been something worse. See?
Right.
Victoria's Secret to drop its TV fashion show amid criticism.
Yeah.
Welcome to the Stone Age, boys and girls.
They showed more flesh in the Stone Age.
Oh, now, what was that show you were talking about, which I haven't seen that
The
show?
Shield.
The Shield.
Good God Almighty.
What is that on? What channel is that on?
FX, of course, where all the good shows are.
Rupert Murdoch?
Rupert
Putting
Murdoch,
on that filth?
evil genius.
The purveyor of right-wing propaganda?
Right.
You're right. He may be the smartest man on earth.
Evil genius.
Right. Well, he's an evildoer.
He knows how to make money.
But he's good friends with the, no, wait a minute. He's good buddies with the good guys, but also
Right.
he's an evildoer. How do you figure that?
He knows how to make money. He
In other words,
supports the
he's
policies
covering all those
that
sides.
make money.
Let's see. What is this thing? Oh, NASCAR. Now, see, I don't understand this. No, John in Columbia, South Carolina. I'm not taking suggestions for the pool. We'll put NASCAR on tomorrow's pool, okay?
All right.
He doesn't get it. These people, let me just say right now, pool building is boring. Oh, wait a minute. That's what that mouth breather says.
Yeah.
I agree. Pool building is boring.
Pool building is boring.
The man with the most boring fake voice in the history of mankind. He's telling us something is boring.
He ought
Get
to
a
know.
life, Pally. Get a life, you idiot.
I have no life.
Oh, well, that's the excuse. Anyway, Victoria's Secret is dropping its nationally televised fashion show this year, at least partly because of criticism following Janet Jackson's breast-bearing faux pas at the Super Bowl. Her breast-bearing pas. Ed Razik, chief creative officer at the Columbus-based lingerie chain, said Saturday the main reason for the decision was so the company can look at new ways to promote the brand. Right. Still, he said, we had to make the decision probably 6 to 8 weeks ago when the heat was on the TV networks. The heat is on. So anyway, what was this on a Shield about,
Yeah.
don't say oral
I'm
sex?
not gonna.
I heard you describing that to Miguel. He seemed to be getting pretty aroused.
Well, he's Cuban.
Oh. The announcement came less than 3 months after the Jackson uproar and a week after federal regulators proposed $500,000 in fines against Cheap Channel Communications for sexual material on the Howard Stern show, which we'll get to that momentarily. It'll bring a tear to everybody, at least to my eye. It's asinine. The TV fashion show has generated criticism in the past from groups complaining about supermodels strutting down the runway in skimpy underwear. A message left Saturday at the New York office of CBS, which has televised the show the past 2 years, was not immediately returned. What is this from? OEP. Olga Vives, vice president of the National Organization for Women, praised the cancellation, saying the show only objectifies women.
And their underwear.
Right. Vice president of the National Organization of Dykes. We're concerned young women think they have to look this way, she said. She probably would rather that they look a little bit more masculine, more manly.
Right. Frumpy.
That they would butch up a little bit. She says she adds she hoped the cancellation is permanent. There are many other ways to promote their product, she said, with a real hussy in her tone.
Hussy?
Hussy, yeah. The fashion show, which aired in November the last 2 years, was televised on ABC in 2001. The first show was broadcast online in 99. 1.5 million visitors tried to log on at once, bringing the site down within 20 minutes. They crashed it. Victoria's Secret has got $4 billion in annual sales, but you won't see that no more. You won't see nothing no more. You won't hear it, you won't see it, you won't smell it, you won't taste it, God forbid. Because the pleasure police, the sex police, the word police, the pot police, the jaywalking police, the swinging police, they're swinging it.
They're Billy Bats.
That is correct. They're swinging their Billy Bats. What cartoon was he in? Billy Batson?
Shazam.
That was Captain Marvel?
Yes, it was.
Billy Batson. What
Very
a memory.
good.
Very good by both of us. Let's see. Here's a fax that says American forces fired a missile. Oh, by the way, there's another copter. I keep trying to find the information on that. Another helicopter was burning in Fallujah, but, it's just more dead Americans. Nobody seems to care anymore.
No, it doesn't even make the crawl.
No, it doesn't make the crawl because they're too busy with the, there's Thomas Kane, and we got the Louis Freeh. Louis Freeh ought to be in jail, the FBI. Mm-hmm. I'm going to tell you right now, if you're looking for somebody to blame for the incompetence and intelligence, and I use the term loosely, blame the FBI. They are pathetic. They're too busy, going back to the days of gay Edgar Hoover and his cross-dressing escapades, they're too busy making files on everybody else's sex life. They don't have time to be worried about terrorists.
I know you hate Richard Dreyfuss, and so do I. But the day Reagan was shot, that movie,
yes.
Have you seen it? It was actually very good.
No, I have not seen that.
It was very good. And speaking of the FBI, it shows the kind of ineptitude.
Now, was Chuck Barris in that one?
Naked.
Oh, that's right. He was CIA. American forces fired a missile into a mosque in Fallujah where 600 Iraqis... Now, what is this? Oh, I see. Okay, I'll read it. American forces fired a missile into a mosque in Fallujah where 600 Iraqis were reportedly killed this weekend. 2 dead bodies, allegedly American intelligence agents, were shown on Arab TV. A Christian was crucified for the 17th time in the Philippines. Poppy cultivation in Afghanistan, which produced 3/4 of the world's opium last year, was said to be up 30%.
About 30, man.
And President Karzai declared a jihad on drugs. President Bush went fishing. This just about sums up the week. It says, where's my cheap gas? And also, does anybody besides me watch Deadwood?
No.
Ever would?
Never would.
What is that? I've seen like 2 seconds here, 2 seconds there.
I heard about it, but nothing.
Heard what?
Nothing.
Not as good as The Shield.
Nothing is.
Well, how can The Shield be on?
You got me. You explain it to me.
Won't be on long if what you're telling me is accurate.
Cable.
That won't be on very...
Cable.
That's coming next, baby. We'll get to that.
Not if Rupert can help
We're going to get to cable. We're going to get to a satellite. We're going to get to your pop-up toaster. We're going to get to private conversations. We're going to get to your telephone. We're going to get to your cell phone, okay?
I'm not an easy one to shock or dismay.
Because just like bald-headed Ari Fleischer said, you better watch out what you say. Little did you know when he said that how Prussian he was being. And keep in mind, the Prussians started WW1. Just something to keep in mind.
And those hats.
And wait till let's see how that poll is shaking out here first. Look at that. The Pope has got
about 30, man.
Altar boys lined up. Oh, gee, you never know it looking so shaky and old. Which of these people or things do you care about least? The Pope has got
about 30, man.
Yeah. Altar boys. Rush Limbaugh 16, gay marriage 15, the Miami Heat 14. Boy, this is a bad. You're right. This is a tough one. Nice poll, Neil. Thank you. Ralph Nader 13, Kate Moss 13. Oh, come on, take a look. Although she's pretty scrawny.
She is scrawny. It's all right, we'll feed her.
The Dolphins 10, Al Franken 9, and the war in Iraq 1. See, I only put that on there because I knew there'd be at least one. Oh, I don't care about that. I'd like to track that person down and just beat them. It's probably the poll building's boring. Probably that guy.
Or they don't have any family, or they're not from this country or in this country, or,
Well, good.
Maybe they're running from the Philippines.
Let's send them to somewhere they'll like it, like Sri Lanka would be good. They're barbarians anyway. Let them lose their souls. That's 121 votes in just a matter of moments here. We got, I think now that the Easter and Pesach and all that's over, now, and of course the snowbirds are gone, but I don't think most of them have computers anyway. Speaking of computers, I went out and got me a nice new compact last night. And what do you call those things that I told you? I got the router.
Oh, yeah.
So wireless computers, a wireless router, so you can have 2 computers in the house. And I got me a beautiful Sony flat screen monitor.
Beautiful. Now your house is a hot spot.
All right. No, seriously. It's a lovely thing.
Right. Your Wi-Fi, baby.
Yeah. I can't deal with people who like, I just can't be bothered with computers. I mean, even Mo, I'm sure, is a computer.
I'm listening.
He's doing it.
It's like not being bothered by having a car.
Or a TV set.
Right.
Although, quite frankly, the way things are going, you're not going to miss much pretty soon. So you better start taping a lot of shows and hide the tapes.
Right.
In fact, call up Alistair Crane on, you probably want to hide him better than he's hiding all his confidential files, which you'll notice he didn't bother to destroy on Passions.
Hey, here's an idea. Erotic sign language.
And Luis is walking around, he's walking around with them all in a bucket. All the important files and computer disks. Yeah. I said bucket, okay? 26 past 10 at 560 WQAM, home of the most incredibly incompetent, let's see, engineering, I think, takes the cake. Sales, they are what they are. We got a lot of spots, At least we got spots by hook or by crook. But engineering, man, 24/7 broadcasts.
That's right.
Don't forget.
Well, with a few interruptions.
Have you been putting off that home improvement dream because you're afraid of a home improvement nightmare? Well, sweet dreams are waiting for you because Design Concept Builders is the answer. Design Concept Builders has been one of the top home remodelers in South Florida since 1983 for the following reasons. Their 100% customer satisfaction with their no excuses policy. They refuse to have an unhappy customer. It's as simple as that. They offer quality work, a fair price, and Design Concept Builders' exclusive 5-year labor warranty. What's not to like? Why take the risk of a nightmare on your new addition, kitchen, bathroom, windows, any other project you got going in your house? Call Design Concept Builders at 954-718-6766, or on the net you'll find them at designconceptbuilders.com. That's Design Concept Builders, 954 718-6766. Financing's available with no payments for 6 months with approved credit too. It can also get you a 10% discount on all your remodeling through the end of this month, the month of April, with only Design Concept Builders. Check them out on the web, like I said, designconceptbuilders.com, and then make that call, 954-718-6766.
Live and local. We're Sports Radio 560 QAM.
Holy Mackinac! This is Joe Bowen, the voice of the Toronto Maple Leafs, and you're listening to the Hockey Authority, Neil God.
Woohoo! The wonderful thing about tigers is they like to fondle kids. They have big cuddly hands that wrap around like this. They grope and grab and fondle. Hey kid, don't you try to run. Oh, the wonderful thing about tigers is they like to grab your bun. So I want to grab your bun.
10:31 at 560. WQAM, happy Tuesday to you. In spite of all of the rain and the clouds and the nasty weather, we're going to try to be upbeat here. In spite of the engineering, in spite of all of this crap that's going on.
We'll be beat up.
Because you notice, we always kind of come last. No matter what else is going on, it's the transmitter, it's the sports people, it's the weather, it's something else. We come last. And you know what?
Sure.
Screw them all. Screw the engineering people. Even fix it. He means well, but you're right. He's fried. Oh, you know who else looks fried?
Who's that?
I'll give you a clue.
All right.
Man, he must have had some wild time at the Masters. You talk about green lizards. He must have some still crawling around in his pants.
Possible.
I walked in just to give him the wave yesterday because I don't see him that often. My good close personal friend, the Mad Dog. And he looked fried still. I'm not talking about just, I mean really fried.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm talking?
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, you know. You're the one that discovered, well, I don't want
I
to
wish I was.
Now here, let's see. Pope's got 42. Which of these people or things do you care about least? I'm just curious. Pope 42, 178 votes. Rush Limbaugh 28. Pop a couple, Rush. Okay. Kate Moss 25. Come on. She's scrawny. Gay marriage 21. How about if the Pope married Rush Limbaugh? Miami Heat 18. Ralph Nader 16. Al Franken 13. What about if Ralph Nader married Al Franken?
Oh boy.
Al Franken's boring, man. He is so boring. Miami Dolphins 12 and the war in Iraq 3 now. 3 who care least about that. Now, I want you to think about that. They care more about that whole list than the war in Iraq, than all these Americans and all the other hundreds and thousands of people that are dying for no reason at all based on a pack of lies.
Don't forget we have that, I'm searching for the right word, that antagonist factor out there in the audience.
No, these people are being honest. These polls are 100% scientific. Now, here's something that's going to give you a lot of comfort and solace. Oklahoma poll cites too much sex and violence on radio and TV. Yeah, Oklahoma poll. All right. Certainly if you're going to take the temperature of America,
sure,
right? They're going to stick the thermometer deep inside the
rectum.
Right, certainly with a rectal thermometer. Can we still say that? I doubt it. We'll check. Call up over there on the West Coast, see if we can still say rectal thermometer. And you know what to do with it? Oh, don't say it, Sally.
Yeah, don't.
A consumer logic poll of 750 registered Democrats and Republicans commissioned by the Tulsa World suggested that a majority of Oklahomans are concerned with the amount of sexual and violent content on radio and television.
Oh, my God.
Right. 82 to 86%. I don't understand that. I mean, it's either 82 or 86, I would think.
Or somewhere in between.
Or maybe 84% say they're often or sometimes offended by adult language, violence, sexual content, and homosexuality on radio and TV. Those who say they attend church. Oh, by the way, he has risen and he's still he's still flying around. I think those people may be on vacation. No, I don't know. No, don't say it.
All right.
Those who say they attend church several times a week were twice as likely to be offended often by sexual content than those who attend church annually. Respondents who call themselves conservatives were nearly twice as likely to be offended by sexual content as those who call them liberals. How many liberals are there in Oklahoma?
About 30, man.
I would think.
That many?
If you count some people 3 times, yeah. Wow. So in other words, you got basically America has been taken over by the Puritans.
Mm-hmm.
Although these people make the Puritans look pretty wild by comparison. By the Amish.
Although the Amish mind their own business.
No, that's true. So let's not insult the Amish. These people have been taken over by crazy fundamentalists, kind of very much like the fundamentalists who pulled off 9/11, the ones that were fighting the evildoers right now. So that's the evildoers against the evildoers is the way I see it.
Very much in common.
Yeah. Birds of a feather flock together. I said flock.
Okay.
Now getting to all of this stuff that's going on here, and it's just amazing. It's astonishing what a jackass Howard Stern turns out to be. And like I said, he could have, the very first week The guy called his show, that kid Scott. He called his show. He offered him an outlet, a venue, a very ingenious idea. Let's get the public all whipped up into a frenzy. Let's get a million signatures and have them all send letters to their, send all the lists of signatures to congressmen and senators. And during this election year, let people understand that we're not going to take all of this made up as we go along censorship laying down. People are pissed off about it. But no. And we gave it a little bit of a shot here in our own little corner of the world, and I realized, who the hell am I kidding, Mm-hmm. He could have done it on 30-some-odd stations in all the major markets in the country, except this one, and didn't do it. And maybe some of this today will explain to you why. I mean, the one thing that bothers me a lot, just drives me up the wall, is people with big egos. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
Right. People with big, gigantic, puffed-up egos.
I'm listening.
Who think that their stuff doesn't stink.
I'm listening.
Okay, calm down. I haven't seen him in these two. Well, I looked in the window and saw him yesterday. He looked pretty bad. Looked like he was right on the edge.
The edge of tomorrow?
No, the edge of yesterday. Anyway, WXRK K-Rock morning host Howard Stern slammed the FCC's community standards decree during yesterday's program, questioning how the FCC's mandate of basing and decency fines on community standards could apply to the 6 Clear Channel stations, each in different radio markets, which goes to show he isn't up to speed even. He doesn't understand it's no longer community standards, which we've been through all of that. Anyway, the broadcast aired on April 9, 2003, broadcast of the Howard Stern Show, and a complaint lived only in one of those markets, Miami, as we know. No one else complained in all those other markets, Stern said. Since it's based on listener complaints, why then do they find you in other markets for the broadcast? Stern also noted that his show has a limited shelf life, and he attacked President Bush for spending time cracking down on his and other programs over indecency concerns instead of focusing more attention on Iraq and other issues facing the country. Meanwhile, I want you to listen to this carefully now, especially that last sentence this is building. It sounds pretty promising here so far. Meanwhile, co-host Robin Quivers implored listeners and others in the entertainment industry to join their fight. Let's not make it what the FCC is doing to us anymore, she said. Let's make it what the FCC is doing. In other words, to everybody. And we say, It's about time, better late than ever. Then,
you go, girl.
But, there's a big but.
Rectum.
In the middle of all this. That ego just, he can't control it. Out of control. Howard told his listeners yesterday that he's not taking his fight with the FCC over alleged broadcast indecency lying down, and says he plans to post content from other shows like his on his website to shine a light on other programs that might be susceptible to indecency fines but have thus far flown under the radar. There's about 50 shows that I'm going to start posting on the website, Stern said. I'm going to get transcripts of their old shows, too, and we'll start getting those people fined, too, which he obviously doesn't understand how it works, because putting transcripts on a website doesn't get you fined unless somebody complained for the broadcast at the time, et cetera, and so on, that they aired. He says, we'll take Mancow from Chicago, we'll take Dave Shelley and Chainsaw from KGB San Diego. We're going to start doing this to everyone. Now, this is the same guy who just got through saying that all of us in the industry have to work together. We want to show it's about all of us. He says, there's other broadcasts doing the same stuff, all clones of me. See, there's that big, gigantic, big-nosed ego sticking out again. And the FCC effectively says they're okay, but I'm not. In the meantime, he ignores the fact that other people have gotten fired, that several other stations have gotten fined, big, humongous fines. He's oblivious to that. And while Stern credits parent company Viacom with backing him up, he's convinced his days on radio are numbered. The company that I work for is 100% behind me. Mel Karmazin is 100% behind me. And they have said that they're going to fight all of this stuff and do whatever they've got to do. But no company can stand up to this kind of government pressure. We will be off the air. I'm pretty smart about this stuff, he says. He also issued a warning that if he does wind up taking the show to satellite radio, broadcasters will be the ones who ultimately suffer. If I go on there, I will destroy these radio stations that I'm on, Stern said. People will follow me. Not everyone, but most people will. I mean, you talk about a massive, gigantic, humongous, out-of-control ego. I mean, even in this building.
I'm listening.
I've never seen an ego like that.
Absolutely.
We've seen some pretty big, fat, puffed-up egos in this place. Is that incredible?
Gee.
He's going to bring down the whole, everybody else, and it's just, he's going to be the only one left standing or sitting or however he's doing his show. But don't forget, it's not just about us. We want to. So evidently they had a, what do they call those moments? A moment of clarity.
Epiphany?
Right. Just a very brief moment of clarity. And then all of a sudden, that big, fat, pompous ego came back in there again. It's all about Howard. And where's Howard going to be? And he's going to be on satellite. And then everybody's going to go out and buy satellite radio and, et cetera.
I got mine on order.
Oh, yeah. I ordered 10. Just in case. Well, just in case they block out the first 9. It is pretty sad. So that's the reason that all of this crap continues going on. I mean, and the same with Rush. Rush is too busy, telling about how John Kerry, smoked dope or something. Yeah. I mean, there are the people who have the nationwide audience who could be doing something positive about this stuff.
Are you sure?
And instead it's like, well, I'm going to bring everybody else down. I'm going to go on XFM or X, whatever that thing is. It's tragic is what it is. Yeah. Major pompous ass. Oh, I'm sorry, Major pompous cool. 19 before 11, but he's pretty clever. He knows about this stuff.
Right.
So he's going to post all of this stuff on his website from a zillion. I say, let's post on his website transcripts of every show.
All right.
Right? Even public radio, NPR.
Sure, then you'll never have to listen to anything else.
Right. And then you can just read a whole bunch of stuff and just laugh yourself silly. Or maybe have somebody read it to you. 19 before 11 at 560 WQM. Lobster Fest is back at the Emerald Coast. If you've never been there, you don't know what you're missing. A gigantic feast. It's incredible. The service is impeccable. You'll never leave it on an empty stomach either. I promise you that. I'll give you a guarantee. I'll bet Greg's life on it. And because it's spring, with all the spring breakers out there, kids 6 and under eat for free. In addition, Emerald Coast still offers all of their sensational mouth-watering dishes, too. They've got 6 different kinds of soups, dozens of succulent entrees. Dozens of succulent entrees. They've got New York strip made to order at their sizzling Asian grill. New Hunan fish. What is Hunan fish?
Don't ask me.
It's fish prepared the Chinese way. Enjoy Maine lobster thermidor style, Jonah crab, and oysters on a half shell. And if there's still any room in your pants, sample their hand-carved prime rib. In fact, just shovel a prime rib right in your pantaloonies. Plus, they have new Thai specialties, too. No MSG, no cornstarch, only cholesterol-free oil in preparing all of this great food. And the buffet features a full salad bar, full Chinese food lineup, and their brand-new sushi bar, as well as fresh cocktail. Well, wait, Josh didn't do that for me.
No, he didn't.
Fresh shrimp cocktail. And because you deserve it, they've got the dessert station for people who are really gigantic porkers, man. They got waffles, Belgian waffles, pies, cakes, pastries, ice cream with all your favorite toppings, even the old fresh fruit. I know him. Emerald Coast, now 3 locations for you. They're in Sunrise, Sunny Isles, Pembroke Pines. Take the whole family or just book your next business luncheon right now. And don't forget to fill out a membership card so you can get a monthly newsletter, too. Let our friends at the Emerald Coast, Richard and all the Leaf fans there, do all the cooking for you. Takeout and delivery always available, too. Call 954-572-3822. 954-572-3822 for the unbelievable, unmatchable Emerald Coast Chinese Buffet.
Live and local. This is Sports Radio 560. QAM.
Ground control to Major Wong. Ground control to Major Wong. When you get your egg roll, put some soy sauce on. Ground control to Major Wong. 8, 7. Lunchtime over, order dinner now. 4, 3. Unless you tell us, we gon' put on MSG. Lift off. This is ground control to Major Wong. Your total 2370. But you live outside the delivery area. And that's how come you gotta come and pick it up. Yeah. Let me through the back door. Yeah. This is Major Wong to ground control. I got a few complaints. How the heck I supposed to eat the wonton soup when you forget to give me a plastic spoon, you fool? What's this? Why you don't give me mustard packet? No mustard packet to put on sesame chicken. Oh boy, this is gonna be a real bad fright. You left out my pork fried rice? What are you thinking, stupid?
It's 10:49. Do we have the right time now? Because yesterday, and I want to apologize to the Mad Dog and everybody connected with that show. One thing about me, you're never going to find me going late on this show. When it gets to be, in fact, even a little before 2 o'clock, I'm ready to go.
1:30.
Like about 1:15 sounds good, But we ran over a minute and a half yesterday because somebody didn't. This place is just a disaster. Over the weekend, they had like a power surge. The TV broke on Friday. Nobody bothered to reset the clock in here. It's a joke. Nobody cares. The only time they care about this place is when they want to come in here and diddle around with stuff and screw around with it.
Oh, yeah.
Like your good friend Carlos Picari or whatever his name is. At any rate, which of these people or things do you care about the least is our poll question today. The Pope 56, as in Q56. What does the Q stand for?
Cuban.
Rush Limbaugh, 40... No, he's one of yours. Rush Limbaugh, 44.
I thought he was Polish.
Kate Moss, 41. I'm talking about your friend there.
Oh.
Your subversive friend. Gay marriage, 29. The Miami Heat, 27. Al Franken, 21. God, is he boring. Ralph Nader, 20. Miami Dolphins, 15. And the war in Iraq, now we have 4. And you're right, just to be smartasses. They think it's funny. Like it's going to change my life. Like it's going to change a decimal point on my paycheck. You
don't make less money if they vote that.
Right, that's right. If you keep voting for the war in Iraq, I'm going to make a lot less money next time. Oh, speaking of voting, so Miguel, the rumor around the building that we're starting is he's going to vote for Kerry.
Right. He's gonna.
Good. Nice going, Miguel. Always liked him a lot, okay? If he were ugly, I'd like him a lot less, but no, seriously, that's great. Now, you're voting for Kerry.
He's
our mystery guest in there. He's voting for, so that's, if you could vote, you'd vote for Kerry too, but George can't vote.
I got my brother's voting card. I'm going to use this. Well, he went to the trouble of getting it.
It's so sick. Well,
I drove him to get it.
And then, go out, where was he living? Oh, in Broward?
In Hollywood, yeah.
Go down to Dade County. Go to Little Havana.
Right. Vote twice.
With that name, you could probably vote 20 times, maybe even...
About 30, man.
Right.
A lot of other dead people voting. Why not him?
Sure, why not? Oh, that's bad. Yesterday was Monday. A week ago yesterday, your brother died. Now you're making fun of it.
He'd be laughing.
Oh, yeah. That's a good way to look at it, yeah.
He's a sport, always was.
Instead of saying, oh, well, he's in a better place now.
No, he's not. He's in a hole.
He's in a box. Well, he's in a box in a hole.
Galvanized aluminum or something, steel.
The Pope's got 58. Well, how do you like that? That's good news. And, of course, he is risen. Don't forget about that. So let's start rolling out them Easter eggs. I don't understand why that's so complicated to Goyim and to Orthodox Jews. Believe whatever you want. Leave me alone.
No.
Simple.
For your own good.
Do no harm. Leave the rest of us alone. It's not for my own good.
Jewels in the crown.
It's for your own good that you should leave me alone, because I might get a little bit porky about it. See what I'm saying?
Every one of us they drag with them, they get an extra jewel in their crown.
Oh, is that what it is? They get brownie points?
Mm-hmm. Crowny points.
The brownie points get brownie, I don't know how that goes. Here's a little bit of good news, though. Little bit. I don't want to get everybody all depressed with that stuff about Victoria's Secret and everything is going off the air and Stern is an egotistical pompous ass and all that. So here's a little piece of good news. See, and again, the Democrats are spineless cowards too, but the reason that the pendulum, and I use that term loosely, is swinging so far to the right now is because what we got in power. You got your right-wing neocon lunatic president. You got your right-wing Congress and the right-wing Supreme Court. So there are no checks and balances anymore, but unexpected retirements in divisive Republican primary races have turned the battle for control of the U.S. Senate into a toss-up, with November's election shaping up as another series of excruciatingly tight contests to fill a closely divided chamber, according to campaign officials in both parties. So it's important that you vote 60, 70, 80 times. Democrats, who less than a year ago faced dim chances of overcoming the GOP's 51-48 majority, now lead in the polls in all 7 competitive races in which head-to-head public polling has been done, a trend that would produce a gain of 3 Democratic seats in Oklahoma. Oklahoma! Holy moly! That is really saying something, you know what?
Wow.
Exactly. Oklahoma, Colorado, Alaska. Control of the Senate could be critical for the next president. If John Kerry wins but faces a GOP-controlled Congress, it's unlikely he'd be able to pass major domestic initiatives. But if Bush wins re-election but is hamstrung by a Democratic-controlled Senate, he'll have a more difficult time getting his judicial nominations approved. Thank God.
Oh, God.
Oh, man. In Oklahoma, Democrat Brad Carson Strong showing in the early opinion polls could mean a gain for the Democrats and a new Native American senator. Native American.
We'll take it.
In Colorado's race to replace Republican Senator Ben Nighthorse Campbell, Democrat Ken Salazar leading in the polls could become the first Latino in the Senate in a quarter of a century. So we got an Indian, a Spic, and now in Alaska, once a guaranteed Republican stronghold now appears in play. Oklahoma and Alaska is shocking to me because
Yeah.
those are such hotbeds of Republican, with incumbent Republican Lisa Murkowski, who replaced her father Frank when he became governor, trailing slightly in the polls. And
Yeah.
a contentious Republican primary in Pennsylvania could offer Democrats a chance there if challenger Pat Toomey upsets veteran moderate Republican Senator Arlen Single Bullet Theory Specter, April 27th. That's not there far off in the primary. So
Right.
that's like only 2 weeks away from today, as a matter of fact. So there it goes. A little ray of hope that maybe we can start, and maybe not swing the pendulum back, but at least stop it right now so we can stop like in about the 14th century instead of going all the way back to the beginning of time, into the Stone Age, back into the caves. Which of these people or things do you care about the least? The Pope 61, Rush Limbaugh 50, this is out of 283 votes, Kate Moss 47, gay marriage has got
About 30, man.
Miami Heat 29, Al Franken 25, Ralph Nader 21, the Dolphins 16. I mean, the Dolphins, that would be sacrilegious to say you care least about the Dolphins.
I almost voted for the Dolphins.
No, you care less about the Heat.
That was honest.
You could at least name some Dolphin player.
Former
present,
Dolphin
past.
players, 72 Dolphin players.
Coach.
Yeah, a few.
Well, you could also name Pat Riley.
Who?
Rick Riley. And then the war in Iraq, 4 out of 293. 4 wise guys. Probably the 4 boyfriends out there, little punks sitting around having their old jerk right now. Yeah, I can't say
This
it.
is funny.
Yeah, they're squeezing each other. 10:56 at 560 WQAM. Let me tell you right now, where's the copy? Oh, there it is. Oh, boy, that would be the worst thing that could happen to me, is to lose the copy for the Pizza Loft, okay? Especially on the day that Jeff's coming back on the air with us. And you want to know why? Because now that hockey season for the Panthers is over, he's going to need to do a lot of extra business to feed the Rimmers every day. Lunch, dinner. They're not even open for breakfast, but I understand the rumor is he's opening up early just for them.
You're going over there with them, right?
The one and only Pizza Loft in Davie, baby. There ain't nothing like it. In fact, there are other restaurants that charge twice the money and don't come close to giving you the quality food and portions, certainly, that you get at the world-famous Loft. No BS coupons like those other joints, because Pizza Loft every Thursday offers a special where you buy any entree and the second one is half price. Every Tuesday, like today, when you buy one eggplant dinner, the second one is only $5. No coupon needed. Every Monday, buy one lasagna dinner, the second one is only $5. And guess what? Again, no coupon necessary. Well, can you imagine those old people from Pompano Park lining up for the coupons for? Oh, that's one reason Jeff don't want that. And the formula for success at the Pizza Loft is consistency. Whether you go in today, a week from Shavuos, or whenever, the same delicious food, big portions, everything cooked fresh to order. You can't beat it. In fact, it's the only restaurant in the country that has no microwave. They're not nuking nothing. And everything is either baked or sautéed. And even on a weekend, on Fridays or Saturdays, you don't have to wait for a table because they've got so many seats. They've got over 200 fat seats. And they'll deliver the same great menu all around town. Like from west, they'll go as far as to Flamingo, and north to Sunrise, south to Pines Boulevard, east to 441. And they do a fantastic job of catering for your home or orifice as well for just $5 per person. So if you want a great treat, man, it's the Pizza Loft for lunch or dinner any day, 7 days a week. For takeout, delivery, and catering, call 954-916-8880. 954-916-8880. You'll find them in the Pizza Loft Plaza. That's on University Drive between Griffin and 595, right beyond Pier 1 Imports, with tons and tons of free parking, too.
Live and local. This is Sports Radio 560. QAM.
The lotion in the basket.
If you're on the radio, you gotta use restraint. So the neocons can govern and control your brain. Don't use obscenities now.
Stop it
There's
right
a reason
now.
for that.
They take possession by distorting the facts.
You can officially want. No, you can't say that. If you're not very Republican or good Christian, then what you say on the air will be considered a sin. Don't put the president down. You'll be silent for that.
Just like the body count that's back from Iraq.
You can officially want. No, you can't say that. Dare to make it clean. With reference to the Lord above, for the FCC. We'll find you one day and take your license away, boy. That for all I know could be a word to avoid. Or I could have my radio still be destroyed. They'll shut the signals down.
Shut it down now. Except for White House cleared neocon acts.
You've been a
Say crap, I'll tell you that. It's 11:02 at 560 WQM. Look at those phones, baby. Are they on fire or what? Huh?
On something.
Well, maybe they just don't care no more. I don't know. Maybe they're just too busy voting on our pool. 5670560. Oh, good news, even more good news.
Yeah, then Oklahoma.
You know that chopper crash near Fallujah? No deaths. No more U.S. soldiers dead at the moment. There will be more. Unfortunately, there'll be a lot more.
Any woundings? Because we don't talk about the woundings.
We do not discuss that. 5670560, pound 560 on the AT&T and Verizon wireless line. We want to take at least 7,000 calls today. We got the Mad Dog at 2, the Humper in the studio at 4. Marlins on deck at 6:30. Marlins play the Expos in Puerto Rico, San Juan. 7:05 tonight, Eddie K after the baseball game. And after that, nobody wants to know. And we have 24/7 broadcasting, by the way. Congratulate our engineering department when you see them out on the street.
But not in a row.
Like at Walmart. WQAM, hello. That's coming. WQAM, hello.
Hi, Neil. How are you?
Yes, sir. Okay.
Great. By the way, is the name of your poll things I couldn't care less about?
No.
Well, that
sounds like Reverend Jones to me, yeah. No? Oh, one of his clones. I don't know, some idiot. WQAM, hello.
Neil.
Yes, sir.
How you doing? This is John Buck.
Oh, okay, great. But at least he was a little sociable today. That's good. That's a good night. You're stepping up, pal. I'm glad to see you. He probably went to CA, Chamba Anonymous. Huh? He's taking little tiny baby steps. Very good. And maybe in a couple of weeks, probably in a few years, we'll be able to have like maybe a sentence or two, like 10 to 20 sounds good.
Like a whole paragraph?
No, I'm talking about a sentence like in Rayford.
30, man.
10 to 20. He can string them together. Here's a good message. You see that? I don't understand what's going on. Here's a message from George and James, but it's a blank page from St. Paul, Minnesota. Nice try, George and James. Maybe you want to fax it again because it's just a blank page. Maybe
one of those
what's on the mind of the public
messages.
Or maybe it was already censored. You think? That's a
that could be it.
possibility.
The fax machine.
Yeah. WQAM, hello. QAM.
Neil, the world is full of crazy people.
No.
Crazy people.
Yeah.
But anyway, you keep hammering out there and maybe you put some sense in these people's heads.
Okay, I'm hammering. Okay, me and the hammer, man. We're hammering. Hammering Hank. 5670560, pound 5. Like I said, let's take thousands of calls today. Let's take 50, 60, 70,000 calls by 2 o'clock. I'm just in that kind of a mood. And nobody's going to impose any food on me that I don't want. Don't waste your time even trying. And I'm going to tell you right now, if that sack shows up at my house again tonight, Troy Stratford is never going to be the same again. I'm telling you right now, I'm not blaming our other friend Troy. Troy Stratford, I told him yesterday, thank you, but no thank you. I don't need any extra food. I'm as fat as a pig. I'm trying to do something that your brother couldn't do, that your two fat friends couldn't do. You know what that is? Stay alive.
Right, yeah.
I'm trying to do something that Morris Gibb couldn't do. Stay alive.
It's a worthy cause.
In fact, I wish I had that song. Do we have Bee Gees?
Staying alive?
Oh, we got it. I'll find
Somebody stole that, remember? From you?
They stole my Bee Gees?
Back in the IOD, because I borrowed it, put it back, and then it was gone.
And guess what? Now, did I actually play this? There was something here. We tried this the other day to see if we could play this anymore. And there was
something.
There's
a problem here? A sound effect maybe?
I think there might just be...
I was standing there one day, not thinking I would die.
We can say doo-doo. We can still do doo-doo, or say it anyway.
I should never eat McDonald's. A Big Mac must be trapped inside my bowels. How can you die from impacted thoughts?
We can say it, we just can't make the sound.
These butcher doctors in. Now my heart stopped. You schmucks said cyanide.
Oh, I know what it is. He says GD in there. What?
I forgot.
Yeah, well, so had I. I'm just playing that, and Zach is listening, and Josh, and we're all sitting here now. He says GD. See, there are some of them that are just so impossible to accept. I mean, I really don't care. I just want the money. I don't care if they want me to say hello and goodbye. If they just want me to play guilty, I can do that. I can sit here and no problem with a big smile on my face. That's fine with me. Very amusing and entertaining. Yeah, I can even. Yeah, like the Bush thing we got on our website. I can even move my lips. Yeah, like that. Too bad we don't have a whammy show, man. We can make it a hit now. Yeah. Watch my lips move.
I'm bringing a camcorder.
Yeah, that's a beautiful thing. But there's some of them that are just so ridiculous. And, of course, probably the Beasleys are getting a little bit nervous because they also carried that Stern show over there in Tampa and Fort Myers, Naples.
That's right.
We discussed this last week. And you just know pretty soon they're going to be saying,
"Oh, we're fine."
Yeah. That'll teach them to be playing fast and loose with the FCC, to be putting a bunch of filth and smut on the air. We're going to have to be running those fake auctions on the website every day pretty soon, on the QM auction website.
We better lock these doors like with a padlock then.
Oh, yeah, they'll auction off. And don't auction off Mo's lovely piece that's sitting on Luis Miguel's head over here. Don't do that.
That's right.
Whatever you do.
Genuine muskrat.
Oh, yeah. In fact, Luis is ready to do the muskrat ramble right now. I can see it where that big fat ass is. We got a lot of good stuff in here. We got Enrique up there who's smoking 3 joints just for the hell of it. We got a nice bear from Vermont Teddy Bear sitting up there.
Model car collection there.
Yeah, we got all the little Corvettes.
Right. Action figures, George Bush.
Got the picture of the sales department. I guarantee you that's worth several dollars.
About 30, man.
Vermont Teddy Bear.
Right.
Got some nice things there.
Got the Panther thing with a Panther jersey on it. That plaque, I guarantee you, get at least $20,000.
The OJ murder weapon over there.
So let's see now. When the Pharrell fine comes in, well, I'm thinking this is just the tip of the iceberg because let's see if they had. I don't have any idea how many different incidents are going to be listed in that complaint.
About 30, man.
Okay, so let's say 30 times 27,500.
Lord.
Okay, let's see. 1, 2, 3 zeros, 5, 22. That's only $825,000. Small potatoes.
They carry that around on them.
They carry that pocket change. In fact, if you shook that tree hard enough, it would probably fall out of the branches. Yeah.
And
let's go out and shake the tree and see what we can get out of it. Yeah. And the kid with the banjo just plops right down to the ground. That's bad. 5, 6, 7. So let's keep in mind we can play the first part of that over and over because that's a classic. We'll have to have him redo that and delete. No, there's a whole bunch of them he needs to redo, old Baldy. Because they're too good to just lose them, you know?
Yeah.
That's one of them.
Sure.
We don't need to have him say, God bless America or anything like that. Right? Now, can we still play the Mad Dog thing?
Silly.
Oh, of course it's silly. I think about that every day. Every single day. Mm-hmm. Fart sounds.
Right.
Now, something else I want you folks to know, and I don't want to get you nervous, but if you're like in an elevator, or if you're like at Publix, or any place where it's or in a mall with a crowd of people around, you can still fart, but they have to be SBDs, or SBQs, I don't know. In other words, they have to be silent.
Right. They can't even make that
sound. Oh, those are the worst.
The hissing.
The hissing ones. Oh, man. The hissing really pisses off the FCC.
Right. I'll throw a hissy fit.
I'm hissing and pissing off the FCC. Right. And they will throw, Michael Copps and Michael Powell throw a hissy fit if you do that. So don't make those sounds. If you do it very quietly, very, sub rosa, then it's okay. But if you're like, well, I was going to make a raspberry, but that
what
would be
about the
bad.
kind that start out quiet and then like right at the end there?
Oh, explosive. Let's not get into a graphic discussion of this excretory activity. See, there's the light bulb. See? There's the sound came up. Automatic. In fact, we have that new digital thing. There's a big article in the business section in the Herald today about how this is a whole new industry. Radio stations are buying thousands. Even public radio is buying this new digital delay thing. You can go up to 20 seconds. And then the one I talked about a couple of weeks ago, or maybe that was last week while you were gone. They have one that actually will edit out words. You program it with certain words, and if they get on, it automatically edits them out.
How handy.
Yeah. A little sound comes on to replace the word instead. It covers it up with one of those.
You can just feed it the dictionary.
No, you program it ahead of time, the ones that you don't want on there. Not all the ones you do want.
Edits out sound as well.
Yes. Fart sound.
That sound?
Now, I'm not sure what Geldy's doing when he's making that sound. Uh-oh. Ooh, something smells bad. I don't know what that is. It's 11. Childish, juvenile. People are dying. Lives are being erased over nothing. We should be having impeachment hearings right now, and instead, we got people worried about fart sounds on the radio. Oh, my freaking God. Zion America, man. There's only one thing that I would like to say.
Oh, Canada.
That's it.
Chairman,
All I need to say. Get that off right now. Oh, it's Janet Reno.
Girl.
Oh, my God. Good old Janet. You go, boy. 12 minutes after 11 at 560 WQM. When you shop for quality footwear, by now you better know that Brandy's is the place, man. They've been going there for years. Brandy's has been around in this town in Pompano for, I'd say, a coon's age. Because at Brandy's Shoes, it's an unbeatable combination. You find the biggest selection of men's and women's shoes, the best service, and the best prices in town anywheres. And all the top quality names in shoes that you love, like Rockports, Florsheim, SAS, Sperry, Timberland, Naturalizer, and lots more. And with Brandy's humongous selection, you can just about bet anybody's life, even Clarence's life on it, that whatever size and style you need, it's sitting on the shelf waiting to slap on your fat foot. So find out for yourself why most of Brandy's customers not just keep coming back, but every time they come into the store, they usually buy several pair. Brandy's open daily 9 to 9, Sundays 10 to 5. You'll find them in that same great location. They've been doing it right for years. They're at 1290 North Federal Highway in Pompano Beach. It's always worth the trip to Brandy's, no matter where you be living it. And you can be sure and stop by Brandy's this week because they got their big store-wide SAS sale. Don't miss the SAS Trunk Show this Wednesday, tomorrow, the 14th, from 10 a.m. till 4 p.m. So stop by the store or get more info on their website, Brandy's Shoes, 2 S's, brandyshoes.com.
Live and local. This is 560. The radio's all yours now. QAM.
She don't wanna testify, not under oath or public view. She don't wanna testify, she's so much better than you and me. Terrorism ain't her cup of tea. I'm busy now, don't bother me. Got law important things on my mind, like a Chevron and Unocal pipeline. Now she don't wanna testify about our national security. She don't wanna testify. She's above the law that governs you and me. Don't trust her. She's vicious and unsubdued. Don't trust her. She's lying through her split teeth. Television is the way to go. If you don't want to be under oath, she's a very impotent. I never let Mitchell that don't want to end up like John Mitchell. That's why she don't want to testify under oath like she ought to be. She don't want to testify about her disregard and laxity. She don't want to testify. She only answers to the oil company. She don't want to testify. She knows the truth won't set her free.
11:18, there's our favorite. There's Janet Reno. Pot up old Janet for a minute or two.
She says that the Bureau, even
That's
when
enough.
it...
Okay, which of these people do you and things do you care about the least? It's a thing we're going to be doing this week with a different list of interesting things on here every day and some that you find not interesting. 397 votes. It must be fairly interesting. That's in an hour. That's not too bad, you know it?
We'll take it.
Means there's a few people back in town. I have no idea why they would want to be here because, well, maybe they can't get out. The Pope 80, maybe it's the nice weather like we got today, huh? That must be it. The Pope 80, Kate Moss 64. Now, are they trying to say that they're not too happy about Kate Moss being on our website today?
I just don't care about her.
But they'll look.
They'll look.
Just in case there might be something interesting there, or just probably because they know that they won't be able to see anything like that in the near future ever again.
Right.
Even in private.
Right.
Even with their wife or girlfriend or both. Kate Moss 64, Rush Limbaugh 62, the Miami Heat 50. That's a good choice. Gay Marriage 46. Al Franken's got 40. He is what he is. Ralph Nader 27. The Dolphins 23, and the war in Iraq 5. 5 people who probably ought to be shot if we could find them. Don't you think?
Yeah.
In fact, I'm thinking right while I want to say it. You know what I'm thinking? 5670560 pound 560 on the AT&T and Verizon wireless line. Line 9 is ringing. QAM. Hello.
Yeah, I wanted to talk about something.
Yes.
It's about the whole censorship thing and how it seems like I thought we already settled this with George Bush Sr.
How'd we do that?
Well, you remember the whole controversy. I mean, what's going on today, it seems like this was with George Bush Sr., where we went through the whole censorship thing with the 2 Live Crew and obscenity trials and all this court action. And
yeah.
they were found not guilty of violating obscenity
But
laws.
they so dirty, man. They so dirty.
Well, in some people's opinions, yeah. But and then,
Sir, you're living in a juvenile country. That's all I can tell you, man. You're going back into the Stone Age. Love it or leave it. And my suggestion is the ladder. Get the ladder and climb up to the roof and jump. 5670560. I think he was just trying to get me to play that thing. You know what?
So
I think we can still play it, can't we? They so dirty, huh? I don't want to play it. Just a little tiny taste.
I think it's not dirty.
No, I know that.
I mean, it's Mark Mosley. How could it be filthy?
Mark Mosley would never do no dirty stuff.
Sitting at home watching Dwight Lauderdale, talking about how bums are stealing 95 guardrail, when suddenly, with a bulletin to dish up, onto the screen came his partner, Ann Bishop. She said, this just in. To Eyewitness News.
Rectum.
It's Governor Martinez and the Two Live crew will have more dis.
Okay, Dwight, that's enough of that eating you-know-what, okay? We can't discuss that no more. And as a matter of fact, we could dig up that old tape from Channel 10 News and get their fat ass in a deep ringer, too, you know, when they put me on the air talking about eating or about you doing it.
Right.
I was just discussing that Matty Bell was very incensed. Maybe Matty was like ahead of his time.
That could be.
Maybe he was like the Munchkin from the future. He just realized that the day was coming when we couldn't discuss all of these things.
The Munchkin.
Of course, he had his own issues inside the building. We'll do him a favor today and don't discuss that until tomorrow, of course. Let's see. How can Bush call Kerry a flip-flop artist when the following has just happened? After, whoa, there's something in this room, man.
Yeah.
I'm serious.
There's a lot of
something
stuff in that
bad.
room.
Like bad equipment. How's that new TV coming, by the way, huh? Just joking. After Tim Russ had spent the whole hour Sunday's Meet the Press with panel members from Newsweek discussing why President Bush will not talk to America, why he chose the past 10 days to vacation in Texas with all the bloodshed going on, why has the president not had a news conference in over a year? During the last 10 minutes, the Newsweek political columnist demanded Bush come out of hiding and address America. So stay tuned tonight, 8:30 at all major networks. It's Bush Live at a press conference. Sounds like a genuine flip-flop artist to me. Well, how about Condoleezza testifying?
Sure.
It was only when the head of the commission said, well, unless you let her testify publicly and under oath, we're going to bring those pictures out of Roosevelt's chief of staff testifying in public. We'll put it on the front page of every newspaper in America. We'll plaster it over the walls on the tea rooms from coast to coast. And they said, oh, guess what? She wants to testify real bad.
It's a good idea.
Yeah. She said... That's what they said.
Don't want to testify.
But since you put it that way, no problem. What time can she be there? There was that, remember the missing gap in the tape with the Nixon with the tapes?
Right.
With Condoleezza, the missing gap was between her two front teeth, which enabled her to lie through her teeth big time.
Also spit a stream of water from
Oh,
her
man,
there.
she was spitting up a long stream. 5670560, pound 560 on the AT&T and Verizon wireless line. It is so asinine. It's so ludicrous. Which is more ridiculous, people believing in religious fairy tales or the fact that we can't even play fart sounds? That's a tough one, you know?
Yeah.
Which of these, and maybe that'll be tomorrow's poll, maybe I'll digress. Which of these people or things do you care about the least is today's poll on our fine website, neilrogers.com. The Pope 83, Rush Limbaugh 68. Now, I don't know. Do you think that they understand the question? Well, they
No.
never have. No, I'm sorry. I mean, in other words, the fact that you might dislike some of these people intensely, that's what they care about the least. Well, maybe I'll take the blame for that, but I don't care. Pope 83, Rush Limbaugh 68, Kate Moss 67 because she's skanky, man. She's scrawny. Eat a sandwich, honey. In fact, all that, I'm going to save those sacks of food and send them over to Kate. The Miami Heat 53, Gay Marriage 50, Al Franken 43, Ralph Nader 28, the Dolphins 23, and the war in Iraq 6. 6 people just dying to be dying. You know what I'm saying? They will be. You know who they are. You know which ones they are.
Sure.
Now, talk about a chronic. See, when somebody, Rick, I thought you were a good faxer, Rick, but come to find out you're just another chronic. He faxed me this before. I read it. I noted his comment. I didn't feel it really needed to be on the air.
But
so
if
he
you don't
faxed
comment,
it to me again.
and again and again, and they won't.
Rick. And we'll get to a certain point on here, and I think you'll understand why. It says, first let me send my condolences to George on the death of his brother. That's nice.
Thank you, Rick.
I lost another 10 pounds on the Atkins. I, too, did not want to end up like my other fat friend, 6 feet in the ground. The next time I go to your Bill Seidel's appearance, you'll see the difference.
Okay.
See what I mean?
He's only been to one.
Oh. Well, I don't know. You know him. You know Rick? He always is a good faxer. He's always sent good faxes here, and he's trying to be nice. He sent condolences that your fat brother died, and he don't want to die either.
He goes to other people's appearances. Miguel knows him way better than I do. He's only been to one of mine.
He's tight with Miguel?
Apparently.
And then he goes on about Bush did this and Bush did that. The questions will be softballs and et cetera. Keep up the work. Okay, you're okay, Rick. You passed the test. You passed the mustard. And a relish in the kitchen. But we want our free ring.
Oh!
We want that free ring or whatever. I just burned the place down. I don't know how I missed that. I guess the papers must have either downplayed it or maybe I had an early edition. I don't know what it was, but I didn't see nothing about that. Because I would have ranted and raved about that yesterday. Would have killed some good time. So we'll do it instead some other day. Maybe we'll get some spy reports from the audience about what happened when people didn't get their ring. And it would seem to me that if there were 45,000 people there and they had the first 30,000 were getting them, why did the other 15,000 think they were getting it? And then they wound up giving people vouchers and whatever. I mean, get a life. Get a life. What is wrong with you people?
They want to get a ring.
I have no life. I have no life.
Whatever. 26 past 11 at 5:60. I mean, to carry on over something like that would be almost as ridiculous as carrying on over a free program at the track.
Well, you mentioned those appearances. You know, we have the stupid wheel. You spin. If you win, you get a shirt. If you don't win, you get some tchotchke, a pen, a bumper sticker, something.
Right.
And you should see the reaction when we don't just give them what they want. Oh, just give me that. No.
You must be forgetting Seminole Indians.
Right. No, I'm not.
You were there that day,
I was there.
I'm sure. Well, yeah.
And the wheelchair man.
Spin the wheel for me. I want a T-shirt.
And then the people that say that it's a ripoff.
Really?
It doesn't cost anything, but it's a ripoff.
26 past 11 at 560 WQM. If you're in a dead-end job, if you're working for a real putz, if you're underpaid and overworked, maybe you'd like to get yourself out of that rut by getting a new career. How do you do that? How do you get the skills and the training to do that? You make that easy call to Fast Train. That's it. Call them today, 1-866-FAST-TRAIN, because these folks can have you trained and certified for a great, high-paying computer network professional career, and they can do it in just 4 short months. You can be fully trained and ready for the new career and by the end of the summer. Fast Train offers day, evening, weekend classes to fit around your schedule. They offer job placement assistance, financial aid to people who qualify, and with 7 locations conveniently scattered around town, there's about every one nearby you. So don't wait. Pick up the phone and call Fast Train today and get out of that rut. Stop running your life on a treadmill, please. Check them out on the web at fasttrain.com and then make that call that could change your life. And it's true. In just 4 short months, you can be on your way to a new high-paying career with that big fat paycheck. Call 1-866-FAST-TRAIN.
We're Sports Radio 560 QAM.
Well, congratulations. Get a life.
Every day the news is warning we have a yellow light. That must mean they have something to hide. That's how they manipulate headlines. What screaming any kind of subterfuge is useful, like a yellow light designed by the corporate media right. And that's why we have a yellow light. Can't explain the meaning of what these lights do. What these lights do. Rich sits at his desk with a set of blow pens and Noodles cartoons. Anytime they want to confuse the news, they have a yellow light. What's that mean? Something they can't define. That's why we have a yellow light, a big light. Anytime they want to confuse the news, they have a yellow light. What's that mean? Something they can't define. That's why we have a yellow light, a big light. Anytime they want to confuse the news, they have a yellow light. What's that mean? Something they can't define. That's why we have a yellow light, a big light.
27 till. I love the way that just chops off there at the end. He redid that, but that's a beautiful thing. I got to hear the beginning of that again now. I just love that George just about jumped off the seat when this started. Because he thought he was going to say, you know what?
Words. Every day.
Oh, woo! Man, talk about tension and pressure. Anyway, here's a fact that says, hey, Neil, media's guilty of this, and you say this all the time. These kids over there, granted, there are a lot of young kids serving, but what about the people in their 30s, 40s, 50s, fathers and grandfathers, who were just weekend warriors, who signed up for the Guard for extra money or for just for something to do? See, he doesn't understand when you get to be an old fossil like me, everybody's a kid,
right?
Until you come back here, and everybody's old enough to be your great-grandfather. He says they didn't sign up for this. They are middle-class guys whose biggest worry was if a creditor took him 90 days, not getting their ass shot by some crazy nationals is what this guy says.
You mean those people who were losing their businesses?
I'm talking about everybody who's dying over there and getting maimed and wounded, including that guy who... did you see the story about the guy that was taking captive, taking prisoner?
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Over and over again.
Oh, jeez.
Can you see the fear in his eye?
You didn't see the one with the Japanese prisoners?
No, I didn't.
Oh, man. With the knives to their throats?
No, I didn't.
Now, this is interesting. This is on Drudge Retort. That's with a T, of course. T is in terrible. Drudge Retort, not report, of course, not as in ultra-fag. It says, 2 months before the September 11th attacks, FBI agent Kenneth Williams sent the memo below to bureau brass in Washington and New York, warning that a cadre of Osama bin Laden disciples might be training at U.S. flight schools in preparation for future terror activity against civil aviation targets. Williams suggests that a nationwide FBI review to determine whether such a coordinated effort could be seen in other localities. The Williams memo was roundly ignored, of course, till after the World Trade Center was leveled. And here's the memo with a lot of stuff like blocked out.
Yeah.
But it says the purpose of this communication is to advise the Bureau and New York of the possibility of a coordinated effort by Osama bin Laden to send students to the United States to attend civil aviation universities and colleges. Phoenix has observed an inordinate number of individuals of investigative interest who are attending or have attended civil aviation universities and colleges in the state of Arizona. The inordinate number of these individuals attending these type of schools in what is it? Fatwas. What does that mean? I mean, we know what a fatwa is, but at any rate, so there's something blocked out here, secret. The date of this is July 10th, 2001. I just mentioned it in passing. It's on the Drudge Retort that I just took a puke at it moments ago. 5670560, pound 560 on the AT&T and Verizon wireless line. WQAM, hello.
Hello, Neil.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, can I add something to your poll, please?
No chance. They don't get it. They don't understand.
Mm-mm.
They
I'm
don't
sure that was a setup for some sort of a
I don't care. I really don't give a crap. You don't get it. We're not poll building, okay, sir? We're not poll building. We're talking to people who have something to say. Well, we had a couple. I like the one guy that said, that was good.
Yeah, well.
Yeah, he was pretty good. And then the guy that, the Chamba guy, actually a little conversing. He's just slow to warm up, okay? Maybe we've just judged him too harshly. We've been
possible.
A premature evaluation. Maybe he's building up to some really brilliant, maybe he'll call us one of these days when we least expect it and come up with the answer to all the problems of mankind.
We'll be here.
A few seconds, like maybe...
About 30, man.
Yeah. WQAM, hello.
Neil.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I've been listening for a couple days, and I can't believe that nobody at your station is talking about this, and I'm wondering if maybe they don't know, but they're just trying to ignore it. So I figure I'd call you and blow the lid off of it.
Yeah.
Hey, you see the new commercial spot with Dan Marino wearing his old uniform, looking like a complete tool, throwing a bag of resealable shredded cheese into a fridge across the
No, I have not seen that.
I was so embarrassed for this guy, I crawled under my couch. I can't lie.
Wow. Times must be getting tough for Danny Boy.
I mean...
He must not have bought enough of that Republic Industry stock at $3 from Wayne.
Does he need a loan or what?
No, we'll go out right now. In fact, we're going to send, what we're going to do is we're going to send Clarence out there in the corner because it is a sports problem. It's another fundraiser. We have one or two choices because the weather is pretty nasty, so we either send Clarence on the corner of Ives Dairy and 441 over by Chuck and Sub Center, or we can always put another Beasley auction online on the QAM website.
Right.
So we'll think about that. We'll deliberate. We'll let Clarence put his thinking cap on, or his baseball cap, his Marlins cap, his Dolphins cap, his Panthers cap,
his salary cap,
his Heat cap. 5670560, pound 560 on the AT&T and Verizon line. WQAM, hello.
Hello.
Yes, sir.
How you doing?
Pretty good.
Is George around?
George is sitting right there. He's here. We're all
Does
here.
he still have his Dodge?
Yeah.
Have you heard that story of what's going on with the Dakota and the Durango?
The ball joints, yeah.
Wait. The what?
Ball? Yeah, well.
Joints. Oh, boy.
Hey, now. I guess maybe you've talked about it, but I wasn't listening, but I just thought I'd bring it up.
What's the story? Am I missing something?
Well, apparently there's some kind of a manufacturer's defect that Dodge isn't recognizing.
Uh-huh.
It's a part that can't be maintained and eventually wears out and falls off. And it's actually, I think if you Google, I have a Dakota, so I did a Dakota/Dodge.
The ball wears out and falls off?
It slims itself down and pops out of the socket. If I can.
Oh my God! I can't believe you just said that.
And they got some good pictures of it.
I heard that famous swimmer had that problem once upon a time. I don't want to say it was Greg.
Hey, well, what you do on your own time, you know.
Exactly.
Well, I appreciate it. Just wanted to get the word out.
Okay, thanks. 5670560 pound 560 on the AT&T and Verizon wireless line. Well, anybody would buy a Dodge anyway. It's got to be. What?
I got a good deal on it.
I know, it was that a boat camper thing, right?
Right.
Now, did he also throw in the big cow from in front of the dealership?
I did get a stuffed cow.
Did he let you take that home? No, I'm talking about the big one. That used to be in front of Dan Dowd's.
I got a miniaturized.
I wonder if Dan Dowd was related to Maureen Dowd.
I think that's the original Black Angus cow that they have.
The black what?
Angus.
Oh, I remember Angus Allen. He used to drive at Vernon Downs.
Was he Scottish?
Yes. He was very Scottish, and he wore kilts while he was driving, which when it was on a windy day, it was created havoc there in Verona, New York.
Ball joints.
20 till noon. You better see. There he goes. I was hoping that alarm wouldn't go off. If I figured I left a little silence, he wouldn't catch it. Out of control. Calm down. Okay, back in the box. Wow. Where is he this week? Is he on vacation? Because I noticed no, I don't think so. He's got listed on the schedule. Don't think Clarence could have made another mistake, could he? Oh, sure he could. He makes a lot of mistakes, like coming in here. I see Geldy on the schedule. Now, were you listening this morning? I'm sure on the way in when Mo was on. Oh, you weren't listening to Mo.
To us? No.
Well, come on.
I'm listening.
But he was on with, there was Mo and the Big, which has a nice ring to it, but I mean the Big O, I saw him in the hallway and, hey, how you doing?
The Omo show?
He's okay personally, but the Big O does not belong on the air. I mean, even Geldy with that squeaky, with that sound. At least there's something amusing about it, but the Big O, he takes all this crap so seriously.
I wouldn't know.
He's like a slightly more macho Clarence, I would say. Well, a much more macho Clarence. Does he have a wife, the Big O?
I don't know.
We don't know about the Big O, so I guess tomorrow we'll have to ask Mo.
Absolutely.
Because he would probably know.
No.
Hey, listen, if you're been eating too much dough and you're fat as a cow, like is that big cow that used to be in front of Dan Dowd's, which is now in front of Kimbo Campers. What's the name of that dealership? University Dodge?
Kimbo Campers, University Dodge.
He's a great guy. We love Kimbo Camper a lot, and you better say that a lot because he just towers over the average human. He could step on you and make you vanish.
Big O's married.
The Big O's got a wife. Well, that's good. See, he has a wife, Of course, he's also Cuban, so. Anyway, Balance for Life is the premier meal delivery service, and it's based on the Zone diet. And they bring you a little black sack in the morning, whether you want it or not. That's the thing that I find amazing. I mean, Troy, you're a great guy. Your food is delicious. I'm delighted to have you as a very, very dedicated sponsor on the show. We get you great results, I hope. And the program really works. It's fabulous because the food is delicious. And even for morons like me, it takes all the guesswork out. But I don't want any extra food. I'm begging you, stop sending your black sack to my house, Troy. Please. Pretty please. Cracker, please. Stop sending that food to my house. Anyway, with those 3 meals and 2 snacks in your black sack every day, everything fresh, delicious, the best ingredients known to man, how can you really say you're on a diet? That's the key. You've got enough food to keep you happy and satisfied and full all day long. And like I said, it's based on the Zone diet. People are losing a ton of weight. They're losing an average of 12 to 18 pounds a month with the Balance for Life. There's no shopping. There's no cooking, no cleaning, no calorie counting, no carb counting, none of these things. And the Zone diet's been proven to lower your blood sugar, your high cholesterol, and high blood pressure. To make a long story short, probably help you stay alive. And right now, if you ever wanted to try the South Beach diet, here's your chance. Balance for Life is the closest thing you'll ever find because Balance for Life is the only meal delivery company that offers you menu choices to let you go from phase 1 to phase 3 of that South Beach diet. So feel the difference, see the results on the scale almost right away, almost immediately if not sooner. So if you're sick and tired of being fat, out of shape, on the verge of death, call Balance for Life today. What do you got to lose beside all that extra flab? Call 1-866-225-4543. That's 1-866-225-4543, or check them out on the web at balanceforlife.com. Stop the sack, Todd.
Live and local. This This is Sports Radio 560 QAM.
What? Kentucky loses to UAB? Who the hell is UAB? Oh!
Have all the March Madness upsets given you an upset stomach?
Yeah, first I lose money on Stanford. Now this? I think I'm going to throw up.
Then you need Pepto B-Ball.
Pepto B-Ball?
Uh-huh. Pepto B-Ball's stomach coating action sets up a zone defense against nausea. Try some.
Oh, thanks.
Now, don't you feel better about losing $500 on Mississippi State?
Oh, now you're giving me a headache.
Headache? Then you should try St. Joseph's aspirin.
Don't mention St. Joe's. I had them out in the second round. That cost me $1,200. Oh, I'm going to be sick again. Gonzaga!
Yes, whether it's Gonzaga or any other top seed that's busting your gut because they busted your bracket, try Pepto B-Ball. It's good! Pepto B-Ball is available in Sweet 16-ounce, Elite 8-ounce, and convenient Final 4-pack.
14 till noon. By the way, David, you're a good guy, but quit wasting my fax paper with all that crap that I already know about we aren't going to discuss.
Sports!
That's what we're here for, okay, to talk about.
Sports!
Nothing but
sports!
all day. You got it? Okay. Boy, you're right. That's one of the other great bonuses of not being here, is seeing some of the stuff that comes over this fax machine that you have to put up with every day. Oh, man. Get a life, okay, David?
I have no life.
Talk about a one-note pony, all right? Get with it. I like this American Conservative magazine. In fact, I'm starting to feel a little bit more like an American conservative. I'm talking about real conservative than anything else. Although Pat Buchanan's article here about the passion and its enemies, because he's a professional Catholic, you see.
I
could live without that. But on the very front page of the April 26, 2004 American Conservative magazine, we're talking about real conservatives, real Republicans, not the neocon Nazis that are running the country now. Pinocchio presidency, and it's got a great cartoon. This is fabulous. Oh, I'm sorry. That's supposed to say fabulous. That's faggy. This is sensational.
And that's only one in a long line of
I know
covers that they've done ripping this administration.
But this is a beautiful thing. It's got Bush, Cheney, Rumsfeld, and Condoleezza sitting in cartoon character kind of like, and with long Pinocchio noses there. It's just a beautiful thing, sitting on a bench in Del Rey. We got to save that. In fact, maybe we can put the cover. Maybe Eric can come up with that instead of bugging me with a bunch of stuff that we already know about and we aren't going to discuss. It's just a joke, Eric. Just relax, okay? You're a little bit too uptight. Another bologna and peanut butter sandwich, you'll feel a lot better. Huh? No, once the sugar and the peanut butter goes to his, that gets the serotonin level straightened out in his brain, he feels a lot better.
Get the endorphins going.
I know all about that. Right, I'm a sugar addict. I sure hope I don't see a whole bunch of candy and sugar stuff in my house later on today, and I sure hope when I go to Ma's for lunch today, she don't have a bunch of carbohydrates for lunch. You know what I'm talking about? Those killer carbs. Killer carbs, man. They're killing people. Nobody wants to talk about it. Poor Dr. Bob, man. Now he's dead. He had his thumb right on it. Sure. Years ago.
About 30, man.
Even more than that.
It's basic science.
Right.
It's all the same. Sugar, carbs.
Right.
The same chemical.
Because even as much as I love pasta, you eat the pasta, eat your rice, while you beaners out there, you're eating your rice, your burritos, and as soon as that stuff goes into your body, it converts it to azúcar, baby.
See.
Azúcar. As a matter of fact, why haven't we talked about her today? A little bit.
I am Celia Cruz and I am dead now.
Why not?
She hasn't come up lately.
No.
For air.
You might be surprised. 5670560. I wouldn't be surprised if she's run off somewhere with the chupacabra. Oh, can we still say
I had
that?
a line, but...
I know exactly what it was. I know. Just leave your chalupa in your armpit, okay? 5670560. Keep it warm in there. WQAM, hello. Not there on line one. That line one is just kind of a strange bird. WQAM, hello. QAM. Going once. Here's your chance at greatness, man. Don't blow it. QAM. Not there. Obviously busy doing a drug deal. 5670560, pound 560 on the AT&T and Verizon wireless line. Maybe he's over doing supply and rush. It's getting close to that time. Getting the supply for today's show all whipped up. WQAM, hello.
Ross St. John 97A1A, your music way. It's another great song. I love your radio dial. Come on down with it. It's a great... Well, what the hell am I talking about? I don't even know. It's rock and roll, baby.
Man, talk about lame.
Oh, I like the
in fact, it's in the bit. It's in the DCS, that bit. What the hell's that under? The one that the cart that had the question mark. The puking. Is it under puking?
Could be.
Puking together. Oh, we can't be. No, it's not under that. Well, you know what I'm talking about. It's not worth
the
finding.
Ricky Ticky puking.
Yeah, the babbling, the talk-up thing. Don't you remember the Bird and I are like, you got it?
Right.
What is it under?
I don't know.
Oh, I thought you had it. 5670560, pound 560 on the AT&T and Verizon line. As we continue searching for the perfect call, I'll tell you what I think. You know what? Not necessarily the perfect call, but here's one of the criteria, what it takes for it to be a perfect call. Somebody that's not talking about
sports.
Right. Because as soon as they talk about
sports,
that makes it not a perfect call, right? Yeah, see? WQAM, hello.
Yes, Dale?
Yes, sir.
How are you?
Pretty good.
I got a guy for your list, and...
Wait a minute. You got a guy for my list. What does that mean?
Isn't the list about somebody that discussed
wait,
you?
sir, no, it is not.
Somebody that discussed you.
Somebody discussed you like this call, right?
They hear what they want to hear.
You people don't understand, okay? You're supposed to discuss something you care about. Call, make a comment, make a joke, we don't do jokes. Make a sound, anything, not a sound. God forbid.
Right.
But, like I said, don't say anything. Less said, the better. This is the only talk show in America where our new motto is the less said, the better. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
That's right, because if you don't say nothing, then you can't get in no trouble for it.
It's a talkless show.
Right.
Just scratch the microphone like that.
Right. That sounds, and an occasional one of those. WQAM, hello.
Hey.
Yes, sir.
Mr. Rogers.
Speaking.
First time caller. Mr.
Excellent.
Rogers, I want to say something about the guy in charge of the FCC. They're humming the horror about what we can say on the radio.
This sounds like a real phony voice to me, man.
Let me tell you something.
Sounds like a bad fake voice to me. How long you been working on this phony voice?
Sir,
How long you been working on this voice, Reverend Jones?
My name ain't Reverend Jones.
Yeah, Reverend Schmendrick. Yeah, you're from Massachusetts. Go back there. 5670560 pound. If you're from Massachusetts, don't call me, okay? I hope the Canadians beat the Bruins. How do you like that? I hope they tie up the series and then go on and just plaster them last two games. Mainly because I want to get the Bruins out of the way. 5670560. Can anybody even begin to imagine if Eddie Belfour got injured? Oh my God, are you kidding me? Trevor Kidd. Woo! Couldn't stop a beach ball from 100 miles away rolled by a little kid. Even the Pope could roll it by him. WQAM, hello.
Yeah, hey Neil, how are you?
Pretty good.
I'd just like to say to the Marlins fans and the Marlins
organization.
Yeah, that if these people have to go down to the games.
Don't say go down.
Right?
Go over to the game.
For their free little gifts. And I looked at their schedule.
Yes.
They play 81 games at home.
That is
80
correct.
Games at home.
81.
They have 41 giveaway nights.
Oh, boy.
And that's for our world champions. I would love to know how many giveaways the Cubs have, the Red Sox have, about 30, man, and the Yankees have. You know, and...
Yeah, but those are teams that have real fans. Now, don't knock David Sampson. I mean, and Laurie, at least they finally caught on. The marketing people, they realize if they want to pack the place, just winning the World Series ain't good enough. They got to, give people a bunch of free crap because this town is the biggest bunch of freeloaders on the face of the earth. They make the French Canadians look good.
Exactly. And I went down there yesterday, down to the stadium, to get some tickets.
Yeah.
And I went to exchange. They used to have an exchange program down there. Any ticket you had, you could exchange it for another game. Did you ever hear of such a thing?
No.
In other words, if I had a ticket to the Phillies game this week, if I wanted to go to see San Francisco in May or whenever they come to town.
That's a pretty good deal.
Yeah, well, they don't do it this year.
Oh, I see.
Because of the world champions now.
Oh.
But I didn't have a problem with that.
Well, don't forget, that's when you couldn't give the tickets away for free, which was last season until they got hot there at the end and won the whole deal.
Exactly. But I'm just saying, to the people who go to the games, go for the team. Go to see the other team come in. Go see Barry Bonds. Go see whatever you want to go for. But don't worry about the 35-cent ring that you didn't get.
Boy, what time is your show on, man? That's the funniest line I ever heard in my life.
So can I be the best call then so far of the day?
I would say the best of the year so far.
All right.
Thanks a lot, pal. You're hired. Get him on there instead of Al Franken. At least this guy's really funny. Huh? Yeah, go out and support the team. Don't just be a freaking freeloader, okay? And don't be there at Pompano Park. Yeah, he was great. He was funny.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'll be, even Buddy Holly singing, that'll be the day when I give a gushry. Oh, yeah. By the way, you can't give a geschrei if you die, buddy, so you shouldn't have died in the first place. Poor Buddy Holly. I don't think he was all that good. We've been through that before.
Right. I agree.
He was all right. It's not funny. It's not good to pick on dead people. I'll be honest with you. I don't think Bill Haley was all that good either. He just was an innovator.
One-hit wonder. I mean, I know he had more than one hit, but only one that I cared for.
But once again, we're judging things out of their contemporary time.
No,
like the Elvis show we did. No, I don't. You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
In his time, Elvis was, you can't judge 40, 50 years later.
Sure I can.
Like Rudy Valley?
Was he a phenomenon? I know.
Ema Sumac? Rudolph Valentino?
Don't take away my Ema Sumac.
Rudolph Valentino had this penchant for marrying dykes all the time?
Yeah, what was that about?
Well, he was, we know what he was.
Italian.
Oh. Yeah, he was Italian. It's 4 minutes, and you know about them. 4 minutes till noon at 560 WQM. We got the Mad Dog, Jim Mandich.
All right.
Mr. Hall of Fame, College Hall of Fame, number 88 from the Dolphins with his 2 Super Bowl rings. And by the way, you ain't getting one.
All right.
Mad Dog at 2. The Hebrew Hammer.
Hey, stupid.
At 4. And he's actually got a full 2.5-hour load to carry today. Tough work, Hank. Marlins on deck at 6:30. You got the Marlins at the Expos in San Juan, Puerto Rico at 7:05. No spaghetti inglese ayi. Eddie K after the baseball game, and that's it. And in the morning, of course, my close best personal friends, Mo and the Big O. Because Geldy, now wouldn't you think if it was a real radio station, I'm looking at the schedule, it says Geldy on the updates. Geldy was not on this morning, and I heard Mo say the Big O will be back again tomorrow. The Big, and what is that? Is he on vacation? Is he sick? Is he, did he leave town?
You're on
did he go and try to assassinate Jugs McDonald? Huh?
You're on a need-to-know basis.
Yeah. Well, no, wouldn't you think somebody, I mean, Muff has been in here how many times already today?
About 30,
Mostly
man.
with stories that I already know, just like Eric keeps emailing me stories that I already know. Now, don't get nervous, Eric, but just leave me alone.
In case you don't know.
Yeah, I know. Believe you me, I know all of these things.
What do you know?
Trust me, I know. I'm on the inside, I know. Hey, listen, one thing I know, when a man's considering a hair replacement, his greatest concern is how natural it'll look.
Absolutely.
Can other people tell? Is it a mousy-looking piece? You can always spot a bad hair system.
Absolutely.
But how many good ones go unnoticed? Charles Alfieri designed and supplied hair systems to showbiz celebrities for more than 35 years and has appeared as a guest on Good Morning America, The Today Show, CBS Morning News, introducing his patented hair system that offers you the most amazing natural hairline system you can find, not something that looks like a barnyard animal crawled up on your head and died. The most critical area of any hair system is the hairline, and Charlie's new skin-like hair system is 100% undetectable. Charles Alfieri's guarantee to you is try a system for 30 days.
About 30, man.
And if you don't absolutely love the way it looks and feels and smells, if you're not getting more action than you could have ever dreamed in your wildest dreams, return it for a full refund. Charlie also services and repairs existing hair systems, including shampoo and trim. Oh, I don't think we can say that no more. Shampoo and... So don't delay. Call Charlie today and change your life forever. Call 1-800-321-2413. That's 1-800-321-2413. Or for more info, check them out on the web at charlesalfieri.com. Say goodbye to that muskrat once and for all.
Live and local. We're Sports Radio 560 QAM.
Mark Morgan. It's the 12 to 1 hour on QAM.
By now you're aware the Federal Communications Commission is on a mission from God to protect your children and perhaps yourself from the sinful danger of dirty words. What you may not know is the FCC regulates your private telephone calls as well. That's why Faith-Based Ministries Corporation is proud to introduce Word Block. Simply attach this easy-to-use device to your phone, and the words of Satan will be blocked out instantly.
Hello.
I'd like to have a minute of your time to talk about our timeshare.
Get up. Hello.
Interest rates have never been this low. I'm calling to let you know we can refinance.
Leave me the alone, you. Hello.
This is Barbara Bush. Please vote for my boy.
Fascist, oligarchy, and globalist.
Call 1-800-BULL-WHIP, and Word Block will be shipped directly to you for a generous donation of $2,000 to the Republican National Committee. Many restrictions apply.
All right.
1202 at 560 WQM. If I got some exciting news for you now, all right?
All right.
When Greg Reed gets back from vacation, which means after I'm gone and the coast is clear, when Greg Reed gets back, he has got some real heavy-duty crap he's going to have to contend with. You want to know why?
What's that? What's going on?
1400 AM, the old WFTL.
Right.
To switch to
sports.
Can you believe this? I don't think we can handle this. The Miami Herald reports South Florida is about to get its third all-sports radio station.
You turd.
Its third. Local businessman and broadcast failure on Fox Sports, Carl Foster announced yesterday he has reached a licensed marketing agreement with WFTL 1400 to make the station all sports beginning May 3rd to 3rd.
You turd.
The North Broward-based station will be renamed 1400 The Fan. So The Fan is just moving up the dial some. Remember the old Fan?
Right.
To compete with WQAM, WRFX for the sports audience.
I think it'll bring more people to sports.
Right, that'll bring more people to sports. That's what Ray Perry says. The station signal is strongest from South Palm Beach to North Dade, with reception spotty in other parts of Dade County. And if you live within 10 blocks of the transmitter at night, maybe you can hear it. Foster is seeking a network affiliate, has had discussions with ESPN Radio and Sporting News Radio. Oh, if they get Sporting News Radio, what do we put back on overnight? We'll have to hire Joe Costello back for 50 cents an hour. ESPN spokesman Dan Quinn said the network is searching for a local affiliate, but declined to comment on ESPN's interest in teaming with Foster. They said they'd rather team up with Bud Foster at Pompano Park. In fact, it said they'd rather team up with Jake Foster, and he's been dead for many years. WQM affiliated with Sporting News Radio after its deal with ESPN Radio ended last year. Care Concepts, Inc. Care Concepts, Inc. Sounds like a nursing home kind of, doesn't it? Right? A Pompano Beach-based marketing firm purchased 80% of Foster Sports and will help finance the station. Foster and Anita Marks, who previously co-hosted a morning show with numbers smaller than your thumbnail on WRFX, will handle the 6 to 10 a.m. show with an undetermined third host. The lineup still being formulated will also include former Sportsline.com host Tom Alexander from noon to 2. I don't think we can handle that stiff competition. And former Jacksonville sportscaster Dino Costa from 2 to 6 in the p.m. There will be niche sports programs in the evening, including a weekly show on Sports. So look out, Bisto and Joe Zagacki and Don Bailey Jr. and Joe Marsh Jr. Look out. And Ray Fisher Jr. and Eddie Fisher. Look out, boys, because Carl Foster's on the way. Didn't he write the Swanee River?
I think you're right.
Yeah.
Didn't we go over that?
Yeah, we've been through this before. Well, every time his name pops up, we do go through the Swanee River thing, yeah?
Right. Swing low, sweet chariot.
Which of these people or things do you care about the least? That's our poll question today on neilrogers.com. And no additions, okay? No additions. Idiots. The Pope, 115. The smoked open Pope, the old rope-a-dope, 115. This is out of 597. Oh, we're almost to 600, man. It's pretty heavy duty, not bad. Kate Moss, 102, skanky scrawny, but she's naked in our beaded curtain section if you're over the age of 45 and have 42 pieces of ID, one for each year except the last 3. Rush Limbaugh, 101, Miami Heat, 75. Who cares? I mean, really, when you come down to it. Gay marriage, 69. Oh, that's bad. That is so,
You made that up.
No, I did not. Al Franken, 61. Ralph Nadir, 36. He's reached the nadir of his existence. Time now to hang it up. Miami Dolphins, 31. That's shameful. And the war in Iraq, 7. 7 people who ought to be taking effect. Let's swap them for the hostages. Well, I think it's a good idea, don't you?
Absolutely.
Whoever's being held hostage over there right now, they're probably pretty good folks. Let's swap these 7 idiots for them. These 7 holes. 5670560, pound 560 on the AT&T and Verizon wireless line as we continue searching. That one guy was pretty good, the guy that said to come up because you support the team. It was funny. WQAM, hello.
Yeah, hey there. I had a question for Neil about the
Speaking. This is me. We do screen stuff. Don't be sorry.
Okay. I thought 790
Waxy
was supposed to get ESPN radio.
Well, something happened there.
Like what? They had such great programming.
They drove around for an hour and they listened. They said, "You got to be kidding us. Forget about it."
I gotcha. Okay. Well,
let me ask you, how many sports stations do we really need?
About 30, man.
In any market, especially in a town like this that's so phony anyway.
About 30, man.
I switched from FM to AM and talk radio because the music was so good in this market. And
right.
now it's all going to be sports talk, so I guess, I'm going to have to buy more CDs. So maybe there is, a plan behind it by RCA.
I wouldn't be surprised if the Sony people are probably behind this.
Uh-huh. Thanks, Neil.
Well, they're going to have a lot of money to get Michael to bail Michael out. Have a great day, Pally.
Later.
Although I don't think they bail out pedophiles, do they?
No.
And
how come? Depends.
Oh, you know what I don't get when I'm here, which is really bad? You better remind me, because I think it comes out on Thursday.
Oh, the rag?
Inquirer.
Right.
I don't get the other ones. I look on the front page to see if there's a story that might be of interest to the audience. But the Inquirer, which is my Bible,
Right.
I just never think about it. One of the reasons being that, first of all, there's no newsstands to speak of, and number two, you can't walk anywhere. See, where I am in Toronto, you walk, and there's another one. Here's all over the place, you know.
Well, you could walk here down the swale in the heat and the rain.
Down what swale? To where? To what place? Oh, you know where I could go? I could go to Borders.
Yeah.
There is a Borders over there in Sunrise, but they don't like me anyway.
It's a schlep.
Oh, you want to buy that Best of Neil thing? You don't want that. What do you want that for?
Don't you love that?
So that Borders can shove it, okay? They can stick it. No, I'm not going there to get the Inquirer. I'd rather steal it from somebody.
Walgreens has it right over here.
That's right. My Walgreens would have it too. I got my Walgreens right by me. They're open 24 hours, 24/7, just like our engineering department. How's that TV coming? 5670560, pound 560 on the AT&T line 9. When it rings, it's an urgent message. QAM, hello.
Hello.
Yes, sir. Yes. I told you.
Excellent.
Urgent message. What he was trying to say was.
I have no line.
Right. We got it. Thanks. WQAM. Oh man. QAM. Hello. QAM.
Good afternoon. How are you?
Good afternoon. Buenas tardes, amigo. ¿Cómo está?
I was wondering when you get around to that 1400 story.
Oh, man, that's a beauty. Duff brought that in there. He had a tear in his eye.
Which begs the question, who's the better broadcaster, Carl Foster or Al Franken?
Right.
Talk about
I think Al may have a slight edge.
That's a Mexican standoff if I ever heard of one.
Now listen to this. You know, you just had a great idea. How come if they were going to put some other programming on there, why didn't they put Air America on this market? I mean, it's not a good signal, but, I mean, somebody might have listened to that as opposed to be another stupid-ass sports station. Just because Carl Foster has got an ego, wants to be on the radio somewhere, so he's buying his way back on the air?
Oh, it's Radio Ego. That's exactly what it is. But isn't 1400...
And you know who used to be on Radio Ego on that frequency, don't you? Mr. Ego. So there you go.
That's right.
Right.
And I was
all the
wondering,
egos all the time.
Why didn't they just make their deal with ESPN directly if they wanted to do that? I don't know.
I don't know.
And the answer to your question, how many sports stations do you need in one market?
About 30, man.
No, one decent one, and I'm still waiting.
Oh, when's that coming?
Yeah, I don't know.
Okay, keep us posted. Let us know when that's happening. Thanks.
Thanks.
Okay, to you. Whew. I think we don't need any sports stations because I think that a radio station. I think IOD had it right back in the day.
Right. Good mix.
Yeah.
Everything you wanted.
Entertaining talk shows during the daytime. A couple hours of sports so that all the sports nerds can, do their thing, get a couple hours to get Mad Dog. I mean, Mad Dog's on a couple hours anyway.
Not to leave them out. We had actual good local news. With the staff.
News.
Reporters.
N-O-O-Z-E.
Top of
We had
every hour.
news. What's that?
Locally
you mean sports
generated.
scores?
Not Ripper readers.
Draft news from the NFL?
Reporters with vehicles and microphones that would go to places.
News?
Yeah, news.
What's that?
News. Can you say news?
No. In fact, you know something? You can't say that no mo. We have our own censorship on this station, and you cannot say the N-word. News. Ha-ha.
Oh.
Yeah. Kiss a newsman. Good morning, baby. It's 11 past noon at 560. Oh, man, oh, man. Wow. You sure have that knack, man. You got the knack and my
That's what I call it.
It's the last mortgage you'll ever need. It's the only one mortgage from Financial Group. The benefits are incredible. You pay zero closing costs, zero application fee, zero credit bureau fee, and zero discounted points. Get that new low interest rate of just 1.25%. If you have a $100,000 loan, your payments are just $334 a month. If you have a $200,000 loan, you pay only $668 a month. And don't forget, once you refinance or get a new home mortgage from Financial Group, you'll never, ever pay those pain-in-the-ass closing costs again. So what do you got to lose? Call 1-866-395-LEND today. No obligation. They'll explain to you how this works. Get yourself that low-rate mortgage you deserve, then move to your next property with no further cost or expense. You pay zero underwriting fee, zero doc fee, zero closing cost, even when you move to another property. So get that new low financing rate of just 1.25% and never pay closing costs again with the only one mortgage from Financial Group. For details, call today, 1-866-395-LEND. That's 1-866-395-LEND. They're an equal housing lender. Restrictions apply. Rates subject to change monthly. 4.21 APR.
Live and local. This is Sports Radio 560. QAM.
Welcome to another edition of Inside Life with Sport Holes. Dre Stan Nasal Mist is our guest today. Yo, Dre.
Yo.
What do you have to say about your admirers who are obsessed and worship you in every way, and base their intellect and entire existence on your ability to catch a ball.
I don't know what I've been told, but a big-legged woman ain't got no soul.
What's your take on the over and the under of the over of the underwear?
I don't know what I've been told, but a big-legged woman ain't got no soul.
And what's your take on those rumors flying around that you're articulate enough to replace Michael Jordan on those MCI spots? They say you're getting close to signing that contract.
I don't know what I've been told, but a big-legged woman ain't got no soul.
Tell us more about your charitable work for underprivileged children, helping to improve their mathematics skills through showing them how to properly weigh crack rock.
I don't know what I've been told, but a big-legged woman ain't got no soul.
We'll be back with more Inside Lifeless Portholes.
Don't forget the Carl Foster Show, 1 o'clock today from 1 to 2. It's 12:16 at QAM. BBC to screen first TV sperm race.
Okay.
Digital TV channel BBC 3 is to broadcast what it says is the first televised sperm race later this month.
How do you enter?
Very slowly. The race to be shown as part of the educational Lab Rat series will pit the sperma presenters Dr. Mike Leahy and Zeron Gibson against each other.
I see.
It's a sperm race. It'll be filmed inside 2 tiny glass tubes by a microscope and relayed to a crowd watching a pub's big screen. BBC 3 controller Stuart Murphy said it was being done for an audience that usually balks at educational shows. It was a creative risk, but Lab Rats tackled difficult but important subjects, he added. Dr. Leahy, a scientist, and Gibson, a comedian, says they'll adopt different training routines to find out how different lifestyle choices affect reproductive abilities. They will then have their sperm measured and tested by fertility expert Alan Pacey from the University of Sheffield, who will predict which man is most likely to win. The program, that's with an E on the end, the programming will be shown April 15th at 23:30, that's 11:30 at night, and is only one of a 4-part Lab Rat series. In other shows, Dr. Leahy will go 60 hours without sleep to show the effects of sleep deprivation, and the pair will ride a centrifugal machine to 9 times the force of gravity. How do you like that?
How do you get into that event, though? Because that's a sport, right? Shouldn't we be covering that?
560, you should be covering your mouth. 5670560, pound 560 on the AT&T and Verizon wireless line. Which of these people or things do you care about the least is our poll question today. We're getting a pretty good response, even though I don't think most people understand the question, but that's okay. 638 votes. The Pope, 123. Rush Limbaugh, 110. Kate Moss, 105. Gay Marriage, 78. The Miami Heat, 77. Al Franken, 66. Ralph Nader, 38. The Dolphins, 34. And the war in Iraq, 7. You know what we need badly? Fax paper, man. Bad.
I'll go fetch some.
See, I don't have here in Toronto, I got my own fax paper that I buy, like cartons and cases.
Reams of it?
Just reams. Tons of it. Let's see, here's a fax from somebody, KP. I think we already had this, didn't we? Pig manure could become crude oil. It's pretty crude anyway. Didn't we have that?
Not since
I think we did.
Maybe
the University of Illinois research team is working on turning pig manure into a form of crude oil that could be refined to heat homes or generate electricity. It might not smell too good in your house, but it'll be nice and warm. Years of research and fine-tuning are ahead before the idea could be commercially viable, but results so far indicate there might be big benefits for farmers and consumers. There could be big benefits, lead researcher Yanhui Zhang said. This is making more sense in terms of alternative energy or renewable energy and strategically for reducing our dependency on foreign oil, said Zhang, an associate professor of agricultural and biological engineering. Definitely there's potential in the long term, he said. The thermochemical conversion process uses intense heat and pressure to break down the molecular structure of manure into oil. How do you like that? It's much like the natural process that turns, in fact, all they got to do is just put a tube into Greg's office here. It's much like the natural process that turns organic matter into oil over centuries, but the process can take as little as, how many minutes?
About 30?
About 30, man.
Half an hour. How do you like that?
Right.
Pig manure to oil in a half an hour.
North Carolina will be rich.
So tie down a fat boy, and let's get started on this new enterprise. Yeah. Just tie him down. Make him squeal like a pig, like Ned Beatty, and then just put a tube in his...
Oh, man.
Rectum.
Hook it right up to your car, up to your nice Dodge. You can be driving for years to come. 5670560, pound 560 on the AT&T and Verizon wireless line. How come I'm always fascinated by line 9? I don't know. Because I never give that number out.
No.
Ever. And I don't even know what it is. I don't know.
It's up on the postie.
Line 9 is 877 toll-free, 785-6345. I have no idea why I never mentioned it. It's too long. WQAM, hello.
Can you play the Stan Major Miami Vice bit?
No. Well, what is that, man? It's got to play the Stan Major Miami Vice bit.
And before you go, could you do one short thing for me?
What's that, Stan?
Just say, freeze, Major, Miami Vice, you're under arrest.
Absolutely, I'm not going to do that.
How are you?
I'm fine. I vote yes.
You vote yes.
Yes.
Don Johnson should get a haircut. Thank you.
Sir.
Thank you. Hello.
Yeah, pal.
Hello.
Only if...
Hello.
Okay.
Pardon me? I think that was Don. Do you notice that? Did you notice that?
Yeah.
That sounded like Johnson, didn't it?
Sure did.
Isn't that incredible?
Absolutely.
He said no change. It sounds just like Don Johnson. What do you think, sir?
I think I decided.
Okay, thank you.
Wow, I think it was Magic Johnson myself. 56705. Now, back in the day, but we better not go there. 5670560, pound 560 on the AT&T and Verizon line. I think that's what he wanted. He might have wanted the Stan Major song.
I've got sunshine on WINZ.
But I sure doubt it. Or he might have wanted the Stan Major Blues with Captain Dave.
Woke up at 2 p.m., face down in a gutter. My mouth tasted like mung. My brain was like butter.
Or he might have wanted the Stan Major promo with our close personal friend, what's his name, that did all the made all that money. What's his name?
What is his name?
From IOD that did the went on and did all the promotion for the production for all the TV channels.
Mitch Lewis?
No, Scott Chapin.
Thanks from Stan Major. Now on News Talk Radio 610 WIOD. If you missed the last show, you missed this.
Well, then what the hell is your problem? Kane is in New York, fella.
When he would do a show, I don't want Kane back. I just told you that. But
well, then who do you want? Who do you want? You want Alan Burke?
No, of course not. I think
you want Joey Reynolds?
No, of course not.
Then what the hell do you want on the air? Silence?
I mean, is that all we have to choose
What do you... Give me a name.
But is that all we
Who do you want?
Is that all we have
What
to choose
kind of content do you want during 2 to 6?
Hear the next Stan Major show this afternoon at 2 on News Talk Radio 610 WIOD.
23 past noon. Now, I thought, I must be dreaming. I thought you got up and ran and got a whole bunch of fax paper.
Oh, yeah, I meant to. That's kind of like doing it.
Actually, like, bounced a little bit, and I thought, oh, there he goes. He's going to bring some fax paper in here. I thought maybe Muff would bring in a couple of reams.
I was going to wait for the break, but...
5670560. Oh, I got a couple of really great stories here before we get too far away from him. Oh, there goes George to get some fax paper. Let's take the break right now. It's, he's gone. Hong Kong. A man has bitten a dog to death in eastern China after it attacked him as he walked home with friends after a night out, the news report said. The man who was drunk pounced on the dog when it nipped him on the fingers and cheek in Shanghai. He repeatedly bit the dog until it died, according to the South China Morning Post. How do you like that? And a 15-year-old Romanian altar boy fell into a coma after a church bell fell on his head during an Easter service in his village in eastern Romania. The boy, who was a regular worshiper at the Orthodox Church in the village of Movila Verde, was standing in the wooden bell tower during the Easter service yesterday when the bronze bell broke loose and smashed onto his head, fracturing his skull and legs. He was hospitalized in the Black Sea port of Constanta, 40 kilometers northeast of the village, and he was in a coma for 24 hours, and he came out of the coma today. It must be an act of God. He has risen. He came out of his coma today. All right. After he got hit on the head by the bell, and Quasimodo said, nice shot. Incredible.
That'll learn him.
That'll teach him not to be doing that no more. 5670560, pound 560 on the AT&T and Verizon wireless line. Crest Colgate, come on, what do you got? Paper, plastic? WQAM, hello.
Hi, Neil.
Yes, sir.
You're very limited on the bits that you can play now.
Yeah, okay, good, including you. We're not playing your ass. That's Reverend Jones again. Boring, terminal. And by the way, the people at Pompano Park said next time you come there, they're going to take a shotgun and shove it up your rectum. Fully loaded, too, like you. Fully loaded with crap. 5670560, pound 560 on the AT&T and Verizon line. WQAM, hello.
How you doing, Neil?
Pretty good.
I'd like to put George on the list. Can we put George on?
No.
I want to talk to you about your payment.
Now that's Reverend Jones. The other one was Reverend
was
Jones.
his buddy.
Oh, in other words, the tag team is back? The
Yes.
two of them. They're back on it. Okay, listen, kiss each other, deep throat for us, okay? Let us know how it felt. 5670560, pound 5. Oh, they already did? WQAM, hello.
Hello, Neil.
Yes, sir.
How you doing? Hey, I got a spy report on Gildy.
Yeah?
Last night he was on, Last night he was on, the sports channel, Sunshine Network.
Uh-huh.
The Heat game, and apparently he's in Orlando, and it was a call-in show with Dave Lamont and 3 other guys that have faces for radio. And, they were expounding on the, world of sports down here in South Florida.
I don't get it. I asked Muff before, so I think maybe he was out sick. This is a mystery now. Where is Gildy? Maybe he's gone.
No, he was on the show last night, and they said, I think Mo mentioned this morning it was live, so he was there last night. I guess he's coming back today. But
I heard, but he said Gildy will not be back on tomorrow. He said, I'll be on with the big O tomorrow.
Oh, really?
I heard it with my own 4 ears.
Well, I had this one guy on there. He was, he must have been 400 pounds.
Yeah.
And he's talking about how bad sports are in South Florida. And the guy last time I think he broke a sweat was going to the fridge after the attack. Yeah.
Okay, well listen, thanks for the good news. See, I'm not paying any attention to the other part of what he was talking about, but the interesting thing is there's a little mystery with Gildy here. He was doing a sunshine thing up in Orlando yesterday, and he's not on our air, and he's listed on the schedule, and they won't tell me where he is. I think somebody needs to look into this. Yeah, right away. Here's something you don't need to look into. All you have to do is make one easy call to get your carpets looking really spectacular, just like brand new. Call my good buddies at the Dry Concepts joint. Dry Concepts is the best in the business at bringing nasty-looking, dead-looking carpeting back to life. It's like a miracle right on your floor. They've been doing it for me for over 20 years in my homes, using Dry Concepts certified trained technicians who dry clean your carpets. Same idea as dry cleaning your clothing. It leaves them vibrant in color, soft to the touch, smell lemony fresh. They dry in a few hours. What's not to like? Couple of hours, they're dry. You're ready to rock and roll. So you really can clean today and entertain tonight. And when you call Dry Concepts, first of all, they give you a written guaranteed price up front before they start doing the work. So no rip-offs, no games, no add-ons. And when you make that call, be sure and ask them to put you on their standby list, which is going to save you 15% off the already low price of your next carpet cleaning job. Call them today. They will never let you down. They've been doing it in town for well over 20 years in anywhere you are, because it's a toll-free number. Call 1-800-248-5071. That's 1-800-248-5071, or check them on the web at dryconcepts.com.
Live and local. This is Sports Radio 560. QAM.
Investigation. The children. What about the children? The children. I want a full investigation. The children. What about the children? The children. What about the children? Michael Powell wanna know where to move that. Drops a foul about a gal that'll keep that. He don't want you to ever to see that. All to do, all to think, all to say crap. And unqualified and spoiled fit brat. Got the gig as a gift from his old man. That should tell you where the hell his head's at. Boots got coral, problems flushing. They close their eyes and pray to Yushki. Save us, oh Lord, from nudity. That's gay. Or gay. New fishing queen. Michael Powell wanna know where to move that. And if he finds that you show that. He has the mind of a 5-year-old lad. Violence is good, but sex is so bad. Needs a graham cracker milk and a long nap. Thanks to the job that he got from his dad. We got a moralist FCC. Now you don't want the children seeing nudity. That's your own responsibility. Clean your own mess up. Don't bother me with this. I don't want to babysit your kid. Michael Powell wanna know where to move that. He didn't like what he saw when he sat on the toilet with a feminine backpack. It was protect us from a boob in that sack. I'm just sissy that likes to grandstand. Michael Powell wanna know where to move that. Michael Powell wanna know where to move that.
Protecting America from dangerous fart sounds. There's your FCC in action. So Clarence comes in now. Bada-beep, bada-boop, bada-boop. Geldy's on vacation. He took a couple of days off. So evidently he went up to do some other, sandbagging.
Right. Well, we all need money.
Sandbagging. Mm-hmm. Carpetbagging. Whatever they call that.
Moonlighting.
He's sandbagging us and moonlighting with them. He's moonlighting with sunshine. And, of course, he created the larger light to rule the day and the lesser light to rule the night. And he has risen All of these things. As in...
Oh, God.
That's the one. Oh, and speaking of that, Abdul Qadir Khan, you know him? The Pakistani scientist who sold nuclear technology around the world has told his interrogators that during a trip to North Korea 5 years ago, he was taken to a secret underground plant, a nuclear plant, and shown what he described as 3 nuclear devices according to Asian and American officials who've been briefed by the Pakistanis. I sure wish I had that song until we blow up Pakistan. I'll have to leave for Toronto right now. Play it. If Dr. Khan's report is true, it would be the first time that any foreigner has reported inspecting an actual North Korean nuclear weapon, or is that nuclear? Past CIA assessments of North Korea's nuclear capacity have been based on estimates of how much plutonium it could produce and assessments of its technical capability to turn that plutonium into weapons. So they got at least 3, count them. At least
devices.
3. Oh, guess how many hostages are being held in Iraq right now?
About 30?
Try 40. It was maybe probably...
About 30,
man. We got 10 more. 40.
They're getting candy
from 12
and
different
flowers,
countries, so they're at least spreading it around. Which of these people or things do you care about least? Oh, I got a good one for the poll tomorrow.
Yeah?
He's called a few times today.
Ah.
The Pope, 134. Rush Limbaugh, 116. Kate Moss, 112. Boy, what is that? They just don't like anorexic-looking, skanky, I don't know.
So you give her some sandwiches.
Miss Twiggy lookalikes. Gay Marriage, 91. Miami Heat, 84. Al Franken, 70. He's got a pretty good total there. Boring. Ralph Nader, 44. The Dolphins, 38. The war in Iraq, 9 out of 700. 9 say they don't care. They care less about the war in Iraq than the Miami Heat. I think those people ought to be deported right now.
Right. To Iraq.
Rwanda, I think, would be good.
Then they'll care.
Rwanda. That'll teach them.
Why Rwanda? Rwanda.
Because they massacred 800,000 people there. They have, like, genocide is like, it's like a parlor game there.
Yeah, that's right.
And it's a parlor game and nobody cares because they're all black people there and nobody cares about blacks.
They don't have cable, so they're bored.
Anyway, U.S. gas prices break records again. Thanks, Mr. President, for those low gas prices. Thank you so much, El Presidente. Gas prices climbed another 2.5 cents in the past 2 weeks as high crude oil prices and tight capacity contributed to record prices at the pump. The nationwide average in the past 2 weeks that ended Friday was $1.82 for all grades. Oh, I just noticed that Duff went to lunch and Clarence came back. They must be alternating.
Monitoring?
Oh, yeah, they're both sitting in there with their hand on it and the big button, too.
Split shift.
Yeah. Round the clock. We have to have somebody in there with their hand on that big yellow button. Ah, man. There's something in here.
I know.
Lawsuit. Get OSHA on the phone right away. What is that?
That's the dump button. I just yanked it out. It's a big yellow button.
Oh, no. Press it back in and see what it does. Oh, no. Wow. Anyway, the nationwide average ended at $1.82. Gas prices are up 31.5 cents a gallon nationwide since December. It's only the early April. The prices keep breaking their own records every week. She said, thank you, Mr. President, for those low gas prices, and where's Fat Boy so we can put that tube up his... The national weighted average price of gasoline, including taxes at self-serve pumps Friday, was about $1.79 for regular, $1.89 for mid-grade, and $1.98 for premium. San Diego had the highest average price for self-serve regular, $2.22 per gallon, up 10 cents from 2 weeks ago. $2.22.
Wow.
And then, of course, what they like to say is, oh, well, look at the price of gas in England. They pay $5 a gallon. You know something? Nobody cares about that.
Right.
Because people here, they make their budgets out based on what the prices have been here, what we're accustomed to, and what we ought to be accustomed to, as opposed to being ripped off like the silly, smelly Brits and others.
And high fuel costs raises the cost of everything.
Right, that's right.
Everything comes from somewhere else.
That is absolutely, where is that thing? It's absolutely,
Absolutely correct, sir.
Oh, in fact, that thing is right next to that, so I should have no trouble finding it. Well, I don't know, we got new buttons here because we had to get rid of all them fart sounds, you know? I wanted to make sure one of the first acts when I came in here was to eliminate those. They don't even exist in there anymore. Although, I think if we scrolled up down here...
they're in there.
I know
they're just
they are.
not in hotkeys.
Well, there's this one.
You know, Fat Rich reminds me of my mother.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Number 8, number
going.
7, number 6, number 5,
9.
number 4, number 3, number 2, number 1.
Don't do it.
Oh. Well, I just want to get past that. So I could get something...
You want to get past the
a little more acceptable, like...
My vagina really gets my panties in a wad.
See, that's okay. We can still say vagina. We can occasionally mention the word penis. Not too often, though. I think 3 times an hour is max.
Never in the same sentence.
And then, of course, once in a while we can put Aaron on.
I'm not that talented or that intelligent.
Yeah, we know that. Honey bears. All. 5670560, pound 560 on the AT&T and Verizon wireless line. They're really adrift that we aren't. In fact, all week long we're not building any pools. I'm sorry. We're not doing that this week. Pool building is boring. Well, that's because you'd have to add him on there also. I forgot about that.
Oh, I can do that.
No, let's leave that to Josh.
Boring.
So anyway, about Josh and that computer. WQAM, hello.
We don't need another sports station.
No, we don't. You need you either, okay? Haven't you died yet? That's Blind Mike. Haven't you died yet? Jesus Christ.
He's benign.
No, he's not. He's malignant. He's like a tumor on my phone.
It's not a tumor.
He's like a gigantic oozing tumor on my phone receiver there. Get lost. Go away, okay? Go back and do the dating show. No, he's like a human weapon. No, I'm serious. They used to impose him when I had those dating shows in WC. They had some maniac that would schlep him to the thing and like, say hi to Mike. No, goodbye, Mike. Get out of here. Go away. And of course, if we'd have found some other blind people, some sight-challenged people, maybe he might have had a date, but I doubt it.
See, I never saw him.
Well.
Really?
I'm not going to make any comment about that. I'm not going to pick on sight-challenged people, although in his case. Just go away, Mike, okay? Call up Waxy. Call my good friend Ricky Ticky. He'll play some jingles for you, okay? Let's play some jingles. 20 till 1 at QM. The Mad Dog coming up at 2 o'clock with a lot more of that Masters talk. You know, he, like I said, he looked pickled yesterday. Not just fried. He looked pickled and bombed. What is this story?
Maybe it's just sunburn.
I mean, there's a guy that really knows how to enjoy life, but I think he must have enjoyed Augustus, something fierce. Huh? No, I'm not talking about pickled and dark. I'm talking about pickled as in fact, quite the contrary. Pale and pickled. Right. The old
Shiny
double
nose.
P routine, huh?
Shiny nose?
No, I didn't get that close.
Oh.
Hey, is your company suffering from regulations and increased labor costs? Let Oasis Outsourcing help you when it comes to the people side of your business. Payroll administration, Fortune 500 company employee benefits, human resource services, and risk management are just a few of the services that Oasis Outsourcing can cover to help your business be more profitable. Call Oasis Outsourcing today for a free evaluation at 1-866-OASIS. That's 1-866-286-2747. With more than 60,000 employees worldwide, Oasis Outsourcing understands the many facets of human resource management. Outsourcing is being recognized by firms large and small as a powerful management choice, which allows you to focus on your core business while leaving the operational details to Oasis Outsourcing. Let Oasis Outsourcing make your business more profitable. For a free evaluation, call toll-free 1-866-OASIS. That's 1-866-286-2747 for Oasis Outsourcing.
Live and local. This is 560. The radio's all yours now. QAM.
Like that.
When I woke up this morning, a yellow star was there adorning my chest. Asked the guard what happened to me. He said that from now on you'll be joining our guests. I took a freight train to the showers. Oi! I took a freight train to the showers. Boxcars filled with men, women, boys, and girls. In the freest nation in the world. You know I never paid it much attention. Found how much things would change. Thought we were set on automatic, and I never had any fear that it could happen here. Got my ride in a boxcar, 'cause my voter's card is for the wrong side. late at night, it's hard to sleep with all the dissenter cries and screams as they die. Ooh. I took a freight train to the showers. Baby, I took a freight train to the showers. Boxcars filled with men, women, boys, and girls. In the freest nation in the world. I took a freight train to the showers.
And I guess right after that, they took the bullet train to Orlando. 1247 at 560 WQAM. Happy Tuesday to you, in spite of it all. We're doing the best we can under impossible circumstances. Was it last week or the week before I had the story about Scalia and the way they confiscated the tape recorders of his speech?
Must have been last
week. Here's the update. New York Supreme Court Justice. What does that mean? New York Supreme Court. Oh, I see. It's supposed to be this is from AP. Very poorly written. I guess it's supposed to be because he ain't just, I wish he only was for New York, although I'm sure they wouldn't want him. Supreme Court Justice Antonin Scalia has apologized to the two reporters whose audio recorders were seized during a speech that the justice gave last week at a high school in Hattiesburg, Mississippi. In a letter to Reporters Committee for Freedom of the Press, Executive Director Lucy Dalglish, Scalia said he did not approve of the actions by a U.S. Marshal who seized the recorders and ordered the recordings erased. You were correct that the action was not taken in my direction. I was upset as you were, Scalia wrote. Right. I've written to the reporters involved extending my apology. Everybody's apologizing. The reporters are employees of the AP and the Hattiesburg American newspaper. Scalia also told Douglas that he would revise his policy forbidding recordings of his public speaking events to allow recording for use by print media. We greatly appreciate Justice Scalia's prompt responses to our letter, Douglas said in a statement. She did express disappointment that Scalia said he would not change his policy regarding TV and radio recordings. The electronic media in the past respected my First Amendment right not to speak on radio or TV when I do not wish to do so, and I'm sure that courtesy will continue, Scalia wrote. So he's got his First Amendment rights, but do any of the rest of us have any?
No.
Not no mo is the problem. That's the problem. He's worried about his First Amendment rights. He couldn't give a flying crap less about mine or yours or anybody else's. Good old Nazi Justice Scalia, who was one, of course, of the five with blood on their hands on the Supreme Court.
The Bloody Five.
The Bloody Five. Who killed the election alive. And just, what they did in 2000. We all know that, especially here in Florida. Got any more Chads to count? Let's have a recount. What do you say, huh?
All right.
Yeah, recount one more time.
We better start now.
Let's get it right this time. WQAM, hello.
Neil God.
Speaking.
I love it when they actually call and say, let me talk to Neil, and it's screamless.
I know. Well, they're slow.
And as far as the calls go, the more incoherent, the better they usually are.
That's correct.
You know what you should do, like as a revenue stream for yourself before you retire?
Revenue stream. Now we're talking. I like the sound of that.
Keychains, like one subject, all fart sounds. One subject, all the curse words that we actually can't hear. And
right.
Play a beep, we play a keychain. So we got
not
like
a bad idea.
Our own little board, so we can program for ourselves, like all the Yetskis always want to do all the time.
Yeah, but you better make sure that the police don't find it.
Well, that's...
You better hide it in a safe place.
Yeah, it's probably probable cause. They see those, they'll look for other stuff.
Exactly.
Else.
And then, of course, they'll trace it back to us, and we'll all be we'll all be in it together.
I bought, and I'm cranking a reel-to-reel just to keep it like that way, so that there'll be a deal later on. Because
there you go.
I can't imagine it's going to go much longer. Like it's
on. You too.
I'll see you later, George.
To real.
Bye. You can't imagine what's going to go on much longer. What does that mean?
Life? I don't know.
Oh.
Freedom?
5670560. No, we don't, I'll be here till my appointed rounds are completed, okay? Till I have every last dime in the deal. That'll be it.
Unless they change the format to a sports station.
That's okay. I'll just say, here's the score last night. It was 82 and they had 76. Whatever. Just give me the money, thank you, and that's all I want at this point in my life. I'm not here to nothing with Stern, that story we had on the beginning of the show, that just makes me want to barf. It's so sad.
Mm-hmm.
In other words, we don't want to just be in this for ourselves. The FCC is after all of us. Let's all work together. And then they turn right around and say, but I'm going to out all these people and yada, yada, yada. And if I'm going down, everybody else is going down. And then I'm going to go on satellite radio because nobody else needs to be on. I mean, come on. Come on, Howard.
And destroy everybody else.
Right, that's right. Destroy everybody else to show how much more perverted and filthy and disgusting they are than I am in Boca Brian. Which, by the way, you really have a lot of work to do. No, I'm serious. You have a lot of stuff that needs to be redone.
He recharges when they're redone.
Like the Dan USA, we need that. And, of course, they're 100 times funnier now because, well, that one wasn't really funny, but they're 100 times more effective because of the sound of that, whatever that is. Well, all of us like that one too was good. George bounced twice. He bounced right off the seat on that one. On the yellow light. It was great. Get a haircut, by the way, Brian. You look like crap. You look like Greg Reed, as a matter of fact, with a little less hair. 5670560.
He does it himself, you know.
And he also looks like Jack Benny. That's why he brought in that Stradivarius. Which of these people or things do you care about the least? The Pope, 143. 764 votes. That ain't too bad. Somebody's around, not too many. Rush Limbaugh, 100. Oh, and there was a nasty wreck on the turnpike this morning, but it was just fine.
Nobody got hurt?
It was fine for them, huh? It was an accident, but nobody got hurt. There were like 4 or 5 cars, just a massive mess, and it was all backed up going around the turn there from 595. It was all right. Should be my biggest problem. I kept thinking, but I'm going to be a little later than I want. I'm going to miss my friend Mo, and I did.
Absolutely.
But the good part is that I know that
I'm listening.
He's out there. The Pope, 143. Rush Limbaugh, 127. They don't care about these people at all. Kate Moss, 122. She's skanky, scrawny. Gay Marriage, an even 100. Miami Heat, 88. Al Franken, 77. Ralph Nader, 53. The Miami Dolphins, 41. The war in Iraq, 13. There's 13 more hostages for you. So there's 40 over there. We got 13. Let's get it up to 40. We'll swap them out. WQAM, hello.
Hi, Neil.
Yes, sir.
When you have those words that you bleep out, can you...
Bleep you out. We'd like to bleep you out of the human race, but you're not part of it, so unfortunately. WQAM, hello. Not there. WQAM, hello. QAM.
QAM, hello. Hi, Neil. Yes, sir.
Hello, can you...
Out. What?
Hello?
You lost. 5670560, pound 560. I don't care. I'm taking thousands of calls. And this is your chance to say anything about America, about the world, about outer space, from here to Uranus. Well, you can't say Uranus no more. Uranus. Say it properly now. We
watch a lot of children's shows.
We know when you name the planets and you say Jupiter, Saturn, and Uranus, all you're talking about is
rectum
filth. Okay, you're not fooling anybody.
Shows that they make for toddlers. Toddler shows. I watch a lot of them now. I have a toddler.
The ones with the farting sounds?
Right, and there's one about the planets.
Yeah, and they say Uranus?
They say Uranus.
That's what you think. We'll see how long that's going to go on, mister. Because the planet police are going to come and grab the Uranus.
Grab my asteroids?
Right. WQAM, hello.
Neil God.
Speaking.
Thank you for taking the call.
Thank you for making your call, Mr. Caller.
Hey, listen, I was making the mistake of listening to Castronovo.
Oh, no. Don't do that.
Well, of course, but
that's on a cheap channel station. That's on WZTA Zeta FM. Once a great station, it's now a cheap channel station. You got to be boycotting them.
I want to boycott them, except for I'd rather cut my wrist than listen to Mo.
Oh, okay. Well, I can understand that.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Anyway, the funny part about it was the week prior you had done a poll about who is it that you find attractive yet you're embarrassed about it, and I think Selma Hayek was winning that one. Do you remember that poll?
Vaguely, yeah.
Something about, you find a person very attractive, yet they might not be actually...
Who's hot?
Yeah, who's hot without having a great face? Something like that.
Yeah, well, anyway, the very next day, that was the day I was listening to Castronovo, and guess what he was taking a poll on?
Who's hot without having a great face?
It was amazing. And in closing, Castronovo, back away, put the fork down, and back away from the table.
Okay, thanks, Pally. I saw him at the Sawgrass last night. We had quite a nice chat. No. See, as soon as he says that, everybody knows immediately. See, there's that old lying buzzing sound, which has been replaced by that. Oh, that is your greatest piece of work ever, Brian. That's just that. No, seriously, on his tombstone, which we hope ain't for at least another 2.5 years. But on his tombstone, it'll just say, I don't know how you spell it, but yeah,
it'll be an audio drop. You know those things they have at Halloween? You walk in front of the pumpkin and it says something.
He may not have had a great head of hair, but he left us his... Let's see, as you were saying, great minds work alike. Yeah, somebody just faxed me Justice Scalia's apology. I just got through reading that. Okay, thank you. Wow. 5670560, pound 560 on the AT&T. Don't worry, Geldy, I don't think he's going to be on anymore. Let's just start making crap up. You know, Clarence comes in here. Oh, you can say that anything you want about Geldy. You know, he's took a couple of days off. Okay, he got fired. In fact, I'm hearing Clarence is getting fired tomorrow.
Going to be the PD of that new sports station.
He's going to be the PD. In fact, he and Stu Gatz and Carl Foster and Bud Foster, they're going over there starting up their own sports station. Yeah. How do you like that? That's what I'm hearing, the old light bulb. It's going to be called a sports bulb. 1400, you're a sports bulb. Yeah, and when you turn on your dial, when you punch the button in the car, it goes like that. The sports bulb. Man, get a clue, okay, Clarence? Get a clue. You sorry little person, you. So sorry. Even the Beast stumped his ass, which is amazing. Beast got a girlfriend, I hear.
Yes.
Have you seen her?
I've heard this. No,
Seems to be like a mystery person. Seems like nobody has seen this lady, and I use that term very loosely. And then back in the day, I had a good line I could use for that, too, but I can't say it no more. It's 12:56 at 560. It had to do with the loosely part at whatever the station is. Spring into savings right now and save like never before on the new car or truck from Armstrong Toyota of Homestead. On US 1, 20 minutes south of the 836, Armstrong Toyota of Homestead's worth the drive because they're going to save you so much cash. They're going to save you thousands on great new Toyotas. Check out the great lease deals waiting for you right this moment. An 04 Camry or 4Runner, just $269 a month for 48 months. How about an 04 Highlander? You pay just $309 a month. Need a truck? How about this? An 04 Toyota Tundra, the safest truck in America, just $179 a month for 48 months. These are just some of the great savings waiting for you right now at Armstrong Toyota of Homestead. General Manager David Rich and his staff, you know how it works. They'll do just about anything under the sun to put you into a new Toyota and get you a deal cut today. So experience for yourself the Armstrong Toyota of Homestead difference. Locally owned and operated. They're committed to 100% customer satisfaction. Even the chief, George Armstrong, likes them. Their service department is open weeknights late till 8 to make sure they get all the service work done for you and done right, of course. Easy to find them. They're at US 1 and 293rd and Homestead, 20 minutes south of the 836. And they offer you, listen carefully to this, Armstrong Toyota of Homestead offers you free tires, batteries, and replacement parts for life. That is correct. Batteries and free parts and tires for life. Nobody else does that. So don't waste your time at the mega dealers or car giants who always give you the big song to dance, the big ads, and then let you down. Do the smart thing. Call David Rich, the GM at Armstrong Toyota of Homestead at 305-242-3247. 305-242-3247. Drive a little and save a ton. We're talking thousands on great new Toyotas at Armstrong Toyota of Homestead.
We're Sports Radio 560. QAM.
The 1 to 2 hour.
And another thing, if you would have listened to me, you would have been a big star by now. With that little pipsqueak voice, how do you expect to get anywhere, you little puny puke? Would you say puke?
I think it's
I don't even know what it is.
What's that? The 3,500 words. The more I hear you.
Yeah, what about it?
The more I hate you.
What do I think?
And when I'm near you. I wanna die. Your pecorino, toenail cheese aroma puts me in a coma and points my eye.
Why, I ought to smack you. I know my smell attracts you. But unlike Zach, you still got a job. I feel just like that you are my kid brother. And one yiddy to another. That's why you're still not fired. A morning show can put you in a coma. Can't wait till it's over. All right, that's enough.
103 at 560 WQM. That's beautiful. Chris Montez says, nice job. Remember Chris Montez?
No.
He also did Let's Dance. Don't remember, hey baby, you wanna dance?
Yeah.
And The More I See You. He seemed a little fey to me, Chris Montez. I don't know.
How would you know?
I know. Anyway, here's this guy, the worst crime, this guy in Cocoa Beach, you're just out of control. Too much. You're the one that needs to calm down. I already saw the New York Times editorial about Justice Scalia's apology, and he said, calm down, this is not his apology, it's an editorial, I read it, okay? I appreciate all of the help we get on the fax machine, all these great articles, the overwhelming majority of which I've already read, okay?
Right.
Just like Muff brought in one this morning, I'd already read. In fact, I brought him one he ain't seen. Justice Scalia's apology is welcome, says the New York Times. I'll read this just to pacify the guy, last Paragraph. Most unwelcome, though, and offensive to the First Amendment was the suggestion that he retains the First Amendment right to bar audio and visual coverage of his public speeches by the electronic media. There is no such right, as any person charged with safeguarding America's cherished free speech rights should easily see. With due respect, Justice Scalia, this is about something larger than being camera shy. It's about this whole right-wing mentality of everything is a secret. Everything has got to be a deep, dark secret. I think Condoleezza wasn't dark enough. Now, back in the day, I might have asked whether she was, well, let's see, here's the facts that says, good old-time hockey last night with the Leafs game. Did you go to games in Toronto? No, actually, I watch them right on my TV. I can go if I want, but I'm just not big in going to sporting events anymore because you can't see a damn thing, and there's a lot of just too many pain-in-the-ass people in the way. You know what I'm saying?
What are you saying?
I'm saying I like sitting on my ass and watching them on TV. And it says, go Leafs, go! Oh! All right, well, if we won that game, as crappy as they played, especially in the first period, man, you never know what the hell might happen. They were just coma-induced. By the way, Callie Johansson, get some oxygen, please. 5670560, pound 560 on the AT&T and Verizon wireless lines. Our big 1 to 2 hour, it's magnificent. Which of these people or things do you care about least? They have no idea what this poll question is, which is good. Keep them off guard that way. The Pope, 157. In fact, here's a little note on one vote. It says, whatever that means. Rush Limbaugh, 138. That's what it said. But he has risen. Kate Moss, 131. That's why he has that yeasty complexion. Gay Marriage, 105. Miami Heat, 94. Al Franken, 77. Ralph Nader, 56, as in Q, 56. Oh, let's get out some jingles for Mike. The Dolphins, 42, and the war in Iraq, 13. WQAM, hello.
How you feeling, Neil?
Feeling great.
This FCC, I think, has kind of put your show almost...
Yeah, I know, Reverend Jones. Die. I'm feeling great. We hope that you die. What?
What are you trying to say?
I wish you would croak.
Don't mince words.
I'm not saying that. I mean that. I wish you would die. You're right. WQAM, hello.
Hi.
Now there, we hit the mother load. Yeah. Maybe we can hook them up together. Crazy Ron, with his Prozac, and Reverend Jones. Mm-hmm. Maybe they could pop a few together, you know? And of course, look at that. I just spilled crap all over the place.
A lot?
Well, I did not a lot.
Okay.
Oh, jeez. Just enough to be annoying, you know? Oh, not on Brian's new disc. That would be really bad. 5670560, pound 560 on it. No, I don't need that. I don't need it. Right. Just relax, sit down, calm down, like the factory in the Cocoa Beach said. Calm down. Take a couple of oxys or something and relax. WQAM, hello.
That would be really bad.
QAM.
Hello, Neil.
Yes, sir. You're on line one.
Great. I care the least about the afikoman. Hiya, Barry.
That's three. WQAM, hello.
Neil.
Oh, you don't know about the afikoman. That was Zach that told us about that last week. Yes, sir.
Hello, sir. Listen, are you guys aware of the Coral Gables attorney, John Thomas?
5670560, pound 560 on the AT&T. Boy, we're on a roll now, aren't we? We're really, we're running right through it.
0 for 4.
Uh-huh, 0 for 4.
Let's go for some more.
Oh, man. WQAM, hello.
Hi, I would request the Wet Wipe song.
I beg your pardon?
The Wet Wipe song?
The Wet Wipe style? Yeah, we got your Wet Wipe style. First, you got to go get you a wet wipe first, okay, schmuck? WQAM, hello.
Neil.
Yes, sir.
I almost fell off my chair when
I'll be damned when Geldy said that.
Some guy called him the other morning, and when he was doing the show alone.
Yeah.
And he said, "Let's go to like Joe in Miami Beach," and he said Joe, and he and hung up on him.
Yeah.
It was a riot, but I cannot believe that Carl Foster is coming back on the air.
What is coming back?
Carl Foster.
Right, on 1400, man.
Are you kidding me?
Sports Bulb Radio.
That guy's show, when he was on 940, I mean, because you always look for an alternative to Mo, okay?
Of course.
That guy's show was, I mean, can we still say abortion on the radio?
How about Yub and Meeb? Meeb, the blob.
Yeah, even worse than the Crow, I was on here.
The Crow.
He makes the Crow sound like Walter Cronkite.
Yeah, the Crow. I mean, there's a saying, I think you guys say that, you got to have a voice for radio. He doesn't even have that. He is so awful. I can't believe that he's got his pockets are deep enough.
Well, he's buying his way back. Don't you understand? These people who aren't real broadcasters like Mr. Ego, they buy their way on the air. People that couldn't get hired in a fixed job.
And I guess 1400 really needs the money.
Yeah, well, of course.
You know, I remember.
How many watts do they got?
About 30, man.
That's about 30 watt station. What do you expect?
I remember a while back when he was on 940.
You just got through saying that. Listen, have a great day. You're killing me. We don't have 5 people out there. No, Carl Foster from Foster Hewitt. Okay, so look, cut the crap. Yeah, listen, I'll be more than happy to promote a show. What time does it start? Morning. Anything to get these sports nerds out of my hair, man. They are just brutal. Fine. In fact, get him into Boca Brian's hair. Looks like he's got a couple of them stuck in there right now. What is that?
He does it his own self.
In fact, get that nice blonde wig back that you had before. It'll be a big improvement over that. Now, that's kind of a nice look. That's cute.
Right.
5, that's kind of the look. WQAM, hello.
Hi, Neil.
Yes, sir.
The FCC has definitely put a stop to your show.
Yeah. And
it exposed you for just fart noises. That's all your show's about now.
Right, Then why are you listening?
Because Reverend Jones lives.
Yeah. You know something, you're right. The two of them together need to be wrapped up in a butterfly net and put in straitjackets.
And then beat.
WQAM, hello.
Uncle Neil.
Yes, sir.
Long time. I just want to start by my condolences to George.
Thank you.
About his brother.
Thank you.
Listen, I feel so much cleaner that I don't hear those fart sounds. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I'll be honest with you. Geldy's a lot more entertaining. I'm waiting to see how they're going to spell that out when they give us the edict come down, the memo comes and says, oh, you can't play that sound anymore. How are they going to spell it, you know?
Man, oh, man. Hey, can you call people D-bags anymore?
No, sir, absolutely not. No way, Jose. You cannot say the bag word no more. In fact, you can't even say S-bag.
Right.
Wow.
No, that's right.
Or what he said, and I'm not going to repeat it.
What was that?
He used the first initial.
Oh, the first part, yeah.
No.
You know, I went to school with that guy, Blind Mike.
Oh, boy.
And this was back in the 70s when they put, they didn't have special classes. They put them all what we call them, challenge people all together.
Yeah.
And there was a guy that was in with him that walked around on these crutches and he drug his legs behind him kind of like, and he was like a real skinnery type of a guy.
Mm-hmm.
And all the kids were afraid of him.
Yeah.
And he would just grunt and pull himself around on these crutches. But of course Mike was, not afraid of him or anything.
Because he couldn't see him pulling him around. Yeah, that's a good idea, see?
Anyway, hey, the best of you guys. Keep up the good work.
Thanks a lot, Pally. Mike would like to hear from you. Maybe you can give him a jingle. 5670560, pound 560 on the AT&T line. 12 minutes after 1 at QAM. Oh, wait a minute. We're doing over here.
Live and local. This is Sports Radio 560, QAM.
Right-wing spew? Now, there's an alternative on the radio for those of you with more than one brain cell. It is the Wibberoo Radio Network. Hiring consultants to supplement our inexperience lead us to using the word Wibberoo to keep on-the-fence conservatives away by narrowcasting. Why, we even titled our shows with silliness and fun, kicking off our daily lineup with the Wah Wah, I Want My Airwaves Back Morning Zoo with Jessica Simpson and Gore Vidal Sassoon. Then, after that is the I Have Jelly Show Stronger Than My Spine show with Tom Dasho and Whip Taylor. Followed by the Steal the Show with Jerry Rubin and an old pair of Abby Hoffman's pants. And wrapping up our lineup with the We're New to This, What Does This Style Do show with Carrot Top and Mort Saul. Doing radio with people who've never done radio. The Wibberoo Radio Network. Now in every major market on stations that have yet to be announced. And, we know what we are doing.
Howard! 117 at 560 WQAM. Oh, that was a beautiful thing. Oh, speaking of people on the air running radio networks that have no idea what they're doing, Norma Kant just faxed me this, emailed it to me. Care Concepts lost almost quadruples. This is the outfit that's doing the deal with Carl Foster and Bananas Foster and Foster Hewitt on 1400. Citing a lack of revenue from marketing agreements as the principal cause of its sales decline, Pompano Beach-based Care Concepts logged a year-end loss nearly 4 times the size of its loss the year before. The company that owns the iBid America website said it lost $467,000 for the year ended December 31. The year before lost $117,000, so they're certainly going in the right direction. The company does not intend to sell additional marketing agreements, Kerr Concepts said, without giving a reason. Now, the interesting part of it is, Steve Markley, Kerr Concept Chief Executive Officer, said the 2003 was the year the company began expanding its iBid America auction sales base from Florida into additional National Geographic areas. So not only will they be competing with us on a sports basis, but their iBid America online auctions. Uh-oh.
There goes that stream.
There goes that revenue stream for the Beasleys, okay? Now that $850,000 that we figured out, of course, that was just for the Pharrell part, not kind of the Howard Stern on over there on the West Coast, 4 miles Naples. So we're talking about $1 million. We'll even it on. Now they're going to have to auction off a lot of jockstraps to get $1 million.
Yeah, they got lots.
Do they?
Used.
I see.
Extra value that way.
5670560, pound 560 on the AT&T and Verizon. When Muff handed me that story about FDL, I said to him, I read it. A tear came to my eye, and I said, it's all over. I've been saying it's all over for a long time, but this business is done. If you people are smart, what you'll do is you'll take your radio and you'll make it in an ashtray, a coaster, anything useful.
Right. Doorstop, paperweight.
Right. That doorstop is not a bad idea, depending on the size of it. You'll take your car radio and you'll have it immediately unplugged. You'll have it yanked out and put in a nice, very expensive CD unit.
Sure.
Right? Maybe
With
a TV, maybe a little TV.
Mm-hmm. Illegal.
Doesn't make any difference.
Oh.
How about a computer? In-car computer. Sounds good.
That talks like OnStar.
Exactly. That talks back at you. Makes little cute sounds like that. Yeah. Wouldn't that be great? Your radio is done, man. This business is finito. That's the official announcement, okay? Mark it down. April 13, an unlucky day. Tuesday, April 13, 2004. Radio is finito. Thanks to Cheap Channel, thanks to the Clinton-Bush administrations, both of them, the FCC. They did it. We're done. WQAM, hello.
Hey, Neil, how you doing?
Pretty good.
Hey, listen, you were talking about this morning, and I missed you about an hour. You opened up saying that there was just like no news on this helicopter crash or whatever. And just wanted to, I'm not giving a plug or anything, but if you go to the informationclearinghouse.info, not only do they have it immediately on there,
right,
but they also have a very cool video montage on the anniversary of the 1-year occupation over there. And set to using some really great footage from pretty much just the last month.
I think it's called Occupation Without Invitation.
that's
like decapitation by elimination, right?
That's pretty good. And also, on the same website, they have a fictional article. I mean, it's obviously fiction. And it's written about France declaring war on the United States as a rogue nation. And it shows them invade the United States and takes over, and it mimics everything that's going on in Iraq through the eyes of a French occupation. Also this weekend, I don't know if you saw it, they had, at least on the AP, coming over on the Sun Sentinel, a woman and man in California setting up white crosses on the beach every Sunday for every American killed over there. And they said 2 weeks ago it was 600, and she gets outside on the beach,
right,
smooths it over, puts up 600 white crosses, and this weekend she had to do 650. And it's just interesting that over this massacre that happened this week, that the media started showing more and more graphic pictures. And in response, I'm watching a lot of people come up to me and talk to me, and now they're starting to express some outrage. It's very interesting how subconsciously people will turn their
The obvious question is, how many does it take? Is it going to be 750, 1,000? What magic number before the public finally says, we had enough of this crap, it's got to stop?
If you ask somebody, they'll either stop for a second and think about it, or they become so violently against you for even mentioning that. Like, how dare you?
Un-American bastard, you, right.
And the question is to everybody, and I scream it and I say it, wake up America, and get out to that website and check it out, some great articles.
Okay, thanks a lot, pal. Have a great day. And in closing, 56705, well, he's a little bit on the very serious side, which is fine. It's a serious topic, but you got to have a little levity just to keep you going, that's all. Just to keep a smile on your puss. WQAM, hello. Hello.
Hi.
Hi.
Yes.
It's a lady on the phone. Oh! Go ahead.
Hi, how are you?
Pretty
Hi,
good.
Neil, how are you doing?
Okay.
My kids are down from Ohio, and there's an inside joke, and you have that Moist Towelette song. Do you think I could hear it for them?
Moist Towelette?
Yeah, my boyfriend says there's a Moist Towelette song, and it's an inside joke between me and my son.
Yeah, I sang
Excellent. Thank you.
Okay.
Oh, by the way,
Yes.
you're gay.
What song are we talking about? Moist Towelette?
It's a show open that Boca Brian did, but it's a self-contained song.
And we can actually play it?
He
says, what?
I think it's clean. It's
Well,
about keeping
let's
clean.
give it a try. What is it called?
Moist Towelette.
Oh, it's actually called Moist Towelette? What the hell is that?
Moist Towelette. Moist Towelette. Moist Towelette. Moist Towelette. Does it make me gay? If I'm clean and neat, there's olive oil all over the place. He rubs it on his feet. Moist Towelette. Moist Towelette. I keep one in my wallet, in the pouch where my rubber is stored. The rubber's been there since I got it, at the Gag Shop Comedy Store. Moist Towelette. Moist Towelette. I use them on a toilet seat until it glows. I use a paper for my nose, 'cause people stink, you know. I use it on the desk, on the monitor glass, and it doesn't miss a lick when I wipe it on my ass. Moist Towelette. Moist Towelette. Moist Towelette. Can I go home now?
Please. Well, when he said it doesn't miss a lick, at that point I thought, okay. Everybody was kind of like reaching around.
It was tense.
Wow. 567-0560, pound 560 on the AT&T and Verizon wireless line. Which of these people or things do you care about the least is our poll question today. They don't get it. The Pope, 165. To hell with him. Rush Limbaugh, 147. To hell with him, too. Kate Moss, 139. Gay Marriage, 106. 108, whatever that is. Miami Heat, 100. Al Franken, 84. Ralph Nader has got 57. The Dolphins, 45. And the war in Iraq, 14 out of 859. 859 ain't too shabby, huh?
We'll take it.
Considering the fact that we're finished. Although the good news is the Cocoa Beach Chronic says the signal is really good today because the engineers went. They couldn't replace the TV because they're still busy out there peeing on the tower.
Live and local. We're Sports Radio 560 QAM.
The committee will now recognize Mr. Mo Howard David.
Right. Thank you, Your Honor.
Now, you're here to testify that Neil Rogers is a radio weapon of mass destruction? You are absolutely correct, Senator. Why, it's been agreed upon by many of my high-ranking Republican bunkmates.
Mr. Howard, it's been reported that during World War II you were a Sonder commando in the Warsaw Ghetto.
Why, nothing could be further from the truth. I take umbrage to that squirreless alligator.
Who's that?
That's Mo's retarded brother. Order! Order! Now, Mr. Howard, what exactly did Mr. Rogers say that indicated to you he was a radio weapon of mass destruction?
Neil Rogers said this, Neil Rogers said that,
Neil Rogers said this, that, the other thing, whatever it is. And may I say, Neil Rogers is the hottest working talk show host.
What? That's the Italian.
Oh, yeah, it is. Okay. Can I go home now? I don't understand. I deserve an apology, Senator. For what?
I don't know.
It was between the brothers.
I don't care how many Dago, Guinea, what greaseball goombas come out of the woodwork.
132, 28 till 2 at 560 WQAM. Man, these hearings are going on bada beep, bada boop, bada bow, on and on and on. Playing the blame game, okay? That's basically what it's all about. It's all politics, the blame game. The FBI suck should be disbanded. WQAM, hello. Not there on line 2. 5670560. Pound 560 on the AT&T and Verizon wireless line. Welcome to 1400. Lightbulb Sports Radio. WQAM, hello.
Sorry.
Excellent. That was really good. Good sound. WQAM, hello.
How you doing, Neil?
Pretty good.
Hey, my coworkers and I would like to...
Okay, good. 5670560, #5. What is it with the phone? What does that sound? It sounds like one of the lines is on the air or something. It's not in here. Do you hear that?
Yeah, it's not us.
Tony, WQAM, hello.
How you doing? Is this the smoking gun?
This is the smoking gun, yes.
Speaking of smoking gun, I was sitting here with my FCC, my fine cannabis concoction, making up some things that FCC stands for, and it's when...
Okay, good. Well, I hope you enjoy them. 567. Something happened there. What other phone? Let me just try this. Okay, get rid of that. It's still there, though, isn't it? You hear what I'm saying? It's like...
Hey, nothing sounds right in here. I got one busted
No, but
speaker.
it was at line 3 when whoever that was making the noise, just like that. And then all of a sudden there was all this hollow, echoey... Who cares, you know?
Right.
They don't care. Why should we care? WQAM, hello.
Neil?
Yes, ma'am.
Hi.
How are you?
Good to talk to you. Listen, in response to that guy who asked how many people it'll take before they end the war or whatever, the answer is after the draft is implemented.
Yeah, we've been through that many, many times, and have a great day. 5670560, #560 on the AT&T and Verizon. Like I said, welcome to Light Bulb Radio. WQAM, hello.
Neil.
Yes, ma'am. Sir.
I have come to see the light.
Yes?
I am so disgusted now with George Bush, I can't stand it.
Good.
I voted for him when he first ran. I am now just ready to just make sure somebody bumps him off.
5670560, #560 on the AT&T and Verizon wireless line.
Notice I put that button right back real quick.
That was probably a pretty good idea. Which of these people or things do you care about least? The Pope, 168. Rush Limbaugh, 149. Kate Moss, 143. Gay Marriage, 110. Miami Heat, 105. Al Franken, 85. Ralph Nader, 58. The Dolphins, 46. And the war in Iraq, 14 out of 878. 14, see, that's the least thing. They care more about the Heat and the give me the ball, that crap, okay, than the war in Iraq. Well, let's see, 14. We're getting close to that 40 for that even swap for those 40 hostages over there. Sounds good to me. WQAM, hello.
Hey, Neil.
We'll make a package deal. Yes, sir.
Hey, Neil, this is Chuck from Orlando.
Hi, Chuck from Orlando.
I'm down here listening to you guys on the radio, and I miss you. I've moved up to Orlando about 6 years ago. Kind of miss listening to you guys all the time. I thought I heard you say something about a tower in Cocoa Beach.
A tower in Cocoa Beach?
Did you say something about having a station in Cocoa Beach? You're only on down here still, right?
That is correct. We have a Exxon station in Cocoa Beach.
And a Leaning Tower.
And a Leaning Tower of Pizza up there. The Beasleys it's another revenue stream.
Well, Neil, you need to be on XM.
Yeah, sure. I need to be on Milltown. Have a great day, Pally. 5670560. I'm just running out the string, okay? That's it. A couple of years to go of this crap, and then I'm taking all of my marbles and getting out of here, okay? That's it. Won't see me no mo. Trust me when I tell you that. Oh, line 9 is ringing, though. I might come back for that. QAM, hello.
Hey, I got a spy report.
Yeah.
Ron and Fez.
Yeah.
Real Radio Orlando.
Yeah.
What do you think, buddy?
Woo! Man, oh man alive. That sounded a little bit like, where the hell are they?
It's the Ron Radio Network.
Oh, like him. Sounded like he had a really stuffy nose that day, didn't he?
It's the Ron Radio Network.
Sounded like Howard Stern with a really bad head cold.
Oh, don't say that.
WQAM, hello.
Hey, Neil, how you doing, buddy?
Pretty good?
Hey, I'm sorry.
How's it going, Pally?
Good. Can I get in one?
Yeah.
Okay, thank you. Hey, listen, real quick.
That's the limit, though. That's your quota.
Oh, man, I'll tell you what. I'm going to put that on my little keychain if I can get one,
Good.
you know? Put one out for sale. Hey, I caught this movie over the weekend called Wonderland. Have you ever heard of it?
Never heard of it.
It's a movie.
I heard of Alice, though.
It's about John Holmes and his story, I guess.
Oh, I don't want to see that.
No, it wasn't nothing perverted in that sense, but guess who's in the movie? Paris Hilton. Oh,
yeah.
God, what a drag. Worst picture I've seen. Yeah, but she's on there, and John Holmes is with her, and he tells her, beat it, honey, beat it, move it. And she kind of like just gets off the yacht. It's a pretty funny scene. You know?
Uh-huh.
But that's my script for today, so...
Wow. Now, are you going to interpret that, or should I just kind of like think about it?
It's a special day.
Maybe Mommy can interpret that when I get over to her place for lunch.
That was one of those conceptual
something happened to the whole speaker thing in here was when that phone went like that. It kind of made a sound like that one. And now everything is just really strange. But that's okay. It kind of adds to the ambiance here at QAM. Maybe our crack engineering department can take a puke at it, huh? Since they're doing one hell of a job. WQAM, hello.
Howard Stern thinks you're boring.
Okay, great. I'm real excited to hear about that, okay? WQAM, hello. Maybe we can talk a little more about dykes and boobs, and that might spice the show up. QAM, hello.
Yeah, Neil, do you think they're going to ask the question, how come it took them, how come they didn't scramble any airplanes up when the jets got hijacked?
No, I don't think they're going to ask that question. 5670560.
Well, they didn't scramble legs, maybe.
Yeah, maybe why they didn't scramble a couple of legs. Condoleezza could have done that when she was making them flapjacks. WQAM, hello.
Hello, Neil.
Yes.
So I had a nice 4-day weekend with my girlfriend. I went to propose in Las Vegas, stayed
Yes.
at the Bellagio, and the power went out.
Yeah, I saw that. The power went out in L.A. and also in the Bellagio in Vegas.
Unbelievable.
Uh-huh.
So I just wanted to let you know.
So what happened?
Well, the rumor around was there was a new security system put in, and somehow the computer system triggered a power outage only to the Bellagio, and no other casinos were affected. So they moved us to another casino, gave us a bunch of comps, nice restaurant comps. Before the power went out, the place is beautiful. I recommend it to everybody, but it was just one of those things that happened, and what do you do, you know?
I'm glad it's all back on, because the rumor I'm hearing is that Mo is going to be hanging out at the Bellagio.
You know who I am? I'm Mo Green. I made my bones when you were going out with cheerleaders.
Absolutely. Live and local. This is Sports Radio 560. QAM.
Look at there. I threw myself a baseball. Take me out to the baseball game. I ain't got nothing else to do. Any cards in charge and car row. Play along with my good friend Mark Radkick-Kicko. You will goose step to my orders. And if you refuse to obey, you will get a call from my hatchet man, Tom DeLay.
Oh! CKLW Golden.
Yeah, just a little jingle, in case Mike is still listening. Let's play some CKLW jingles.
No. Big H Golden.
All right. 16 till 2, Mad Dog coming up at 2 o'clock. The Humper, the Hebrew Hammer at 4, and then we got Marlins in Puerto Rico, no less, to play those much-hated Montreal Expos. You thought I was going to say something about the Ricans. Not me.
Yeah.
That's your battle, okay? It's all you spicks fighting out together. We're too busy with the Orthodox Jews. WQAM, hello. And the Log Cabin Republicans. QAM. Oh, it's that line 3. Now, wait a minute. But that's that same sound it made the other time. Remember that?
Strange.
Maybe it's a Bell South conspiracy. What do you say? Huh?
Oh!
I think that's what it is.
Absolutely.
Bastards. WQAM, hello.
This is Eugene.
WQAM, hello. They all sound underwater now. They're just all screwed up. WQAM, hello.
South Miami.
Say what?
South Miami.
South Miami, hello.
How are you, Neil?
Pretty good.
I know you hate us and you've spoken badly about us, but you're a libertarian.
No, I'm not.
But come on.
Let me say
Neither
it
of
again.
these
No,
guys-
I'm not. You're an
Well,
idiot.
What's wrong with us?
What's wrong with you? Go see a shrink. I don't know. Maybe he can help you out for a few bucks. Don't ask me. He's calling me for help. I'm not running. Call up Dr. Laura. Maybe she can straighten you out. I'm a libertarian. Oh, brother. What a goofball. What a waste of time. You're even worse than the native rights. Oh, no, he's worse because he's the one that's going to screw up the election. Nobody votes for libertarians. WQAM, hello.
Hey.
Now, you notice how the thing on the phone just went away. Thanks very much, libertarian. Hello.
Hey, what's up, Neil?
How you doing, Pally?
I was just worried about having competition for my...
WQAM, hello.
Hello?
Yes, sir.
Yes, I have one quick question.
And what could that be, sir?
Okay, well, it could be this one.
Or maybe not.
Oh, yeah. All right, that 30-man thing that you play all the time, where's that from?
Where's that
I
from?
got it stuck in my head all day.
Yeah, it's from Frank Sinatra, Fly Me to the Moon. Remember that?
Nah, I never seen that. I don't know.
It was in that movie.
From the Pope's latest
5670560,
benediction.
pound
Doesn't he watch
560 on the AT&T and Verizon wireless line. In fact, I don't even want it. It's not even worth the effort. I was going to play something there. It's not worth it. Not when it gets this close to the end, you know what I mean? Literally. WQAM, hello. Not there, line 1. QAM, hello.
Yeah, QAM.
Yes, sir.
Oh,
Carl
man.
Foster show.
Neil?
Yes.
How are you?
Pretty good.
Your show is wonderful.
Uh-huh.
I got a question to ask you.
Go right ahead.
That hamburger place that you talk about in Davie off of 590.
I don't talk about any hamburger place. I have no sponsors that are hamburger places.
You said something about a place on 595.
Let me say it again. I have no idea what you're talking about. What?
Real.
Real what?
No, I was just wondering about that because
About what?
I heard it on your show.
About what?
About a place that you said that had tremendous hamburgers.
I haven't got any idea.
Are you talking about Fuddruckers?
No.
Fuddruckers don't have tremendous hamburgers. They butter the bun. They butter your buns.
No, I just want to say,
Hey, listen, we're going to hook you up with that libertarian man. We'll get you a package deal until you can get some help for about $30.
About 30, man.
Wow. Woo! Man, now that I know the good stuff is here, I'm delighted to be here. Where is it?
I don't have it.
WQAM, hello.
Yep.
Yes, sir.
Miss me?
No. WQAM, hello.
Neil.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I love your show, and George, you're the best. Sometimes Antichrist.
Exactly, you got it. Okay. Now,
right.
see, you hear that? That's
Sorry.
on line 3. There's something strange. Something really strange on line 3. It's a combination of the funky weather. It's a combination of the funky Bell South people. Right.
Could be the devil.
It could be the chupacabra. Or it could just be a pile of crap. Or it might be that. I think probably we're only allowed to play that 80 times a day. Once we get by that, it makes that funky sound. Yeah, you hear that? Holy moly. Holy Mackinaw. WQAM, hello. Oh, not there. QAM, hello.
Only allowed to play that 80 times a day.
QAM.
Get by that, it makes that funky.
QAM, hello.
Neil?
Yes, sir.
Hi, I got a website for you that
I can't be bothered with that. No, I can't. Everybody's got a website. I've got 8 million websites. I got my nice new computer at the house with my nice LCD flat screen. I don't need any more websites to complicate my life, okay?
Got your router?
Probably some pornographic crap anyway. What was it? WQAM, hello.
Hello, Uncle Neil.
Yes, sir.
I just find it amazing, I'm sure you do too, with the spirit of the 60s coming back, people out in the streets protesting like crazy.
Yeah, sure they are, yeah. Right.
Over the FCC, the war.
Yeah, the spirit of the 1860s.
Everybody's going to websites.
Yeah.
And that's it. I'll see you at the border, Pally.
Okay. Oh, wow. I think what he was trying to say was, hiya, Pally.
Live and local. This is Sports Radio 560. QAM.
If God had a bomb and took a hit, then would he act like Cheech and Chong?
Yes.
And get the munchies and make brownies filled with hash? And would he share it with Jesus and the saints, those pious potheads? And yeah, pot is great. And yeah, pot is good. And yeah. What if God smoked cannabis? Smoking pot like one of us. Getting high on the back of the bus. Just him and Moses getting stoned. On a Greyhound bus to Rome.
You turd.
To get some Vatican homegrown. A couple dimebacks to take home.
All right.
Smoke a big Bob Marley on his throne. No fun in heaven unless you're
Dude, good.
155, Mad Dog was just in. He got the color back in his face. That's good. No, seriously, yesterday he looked really, I don't know. Must have been that 18th green lizard. Maybe it was on the 18th. No more golf talk. That's it. We're all done with the golf talk on this. This has been banned. We're going to send all the golf talk over to Carl Foster on 1400 Light Bulb Sports Radio. Sports Bulb Radio.
Hey, there's an idea.
What?
A
golf station.
Well,
I hate to break the news to you. Well, I'm sure you already know because you have digital cable. There's a golf channel on TV. You know that.
Yeah.
There is a golf. I was going to read this, but you just you inspired. No, seriously, I can't handle it. I can't handle it because I heard Mo the last couple of mornings raving about, Jack Nicklaus and Arnold Palmer. You know something? Listen, if I went through my whole life and on my deathbed, somebody said to me, they asked me, well, what have you done in your lifetime? What did you contribute to mankind? Did you shine people's shoes? Were you a great biochemist?
Mow lawns.
Did you entertain people? Did you mow lawns? Did you make the landscape of people's homes look better? What little thing or great thing did you contribute in your life? What did you devote your life to? And I would say, I played golf all my life. Now, put it in that context and think about it, and you will start screaming. You'll be making like crazy sounds all day long.
But I'm the golden bear.
Yeah, the golden bear, okay? A real hole if there ever was one, okay?
A golf hole?
Yeah, a real golf hole, yeah. Now that's a good one. He's a golf hole. George just invented a new word. That'll be on the list next week. He's a golf hole. Yeah.
Can't say that.
Yes, you can. He's a golf hole. Arnold Palmer's not a big golf hole. Old fuddy-duddy fart hole. A golf hole. That's precisely what they are. Oh, I played golf all my, and then they're in tears when it comes to his last Masters. He's breaking down in tears. I mean, based on what? You made millions of dollars running around out there whacking a little ball around, you idiot. You golf hole. You schmendrick. That is just unbelievable. Acting like these are such great, at least, okay, so like athletes, Mickey Mantle, Babe Ruth, Lou Gehrig, Ted Williams, they entertain the public, okay? I'm not saying athletes don't contribute something. It's entertainment. It's the same as actors, movie people, TV people, whatever. But golf? I played golf all my life. That's what I did for a living and contributed to mankind. I respect R.G. Bunker that worked in the factory more than I respect that.
Sure,
plus, at least he was funny.
He drove a cab for a while, too.
There you go. And had the pub.
Right.
But I played golf all my life, and the way this society and these sports nerds suck up to these golf holes, man, it's just unbelievable. Well, there's a real gentleman that Arnold Palmer, Mo, you're such a schmuck.
Absolutely. I'm listening.